Take your breath and close your eyes. You could not reach the afterlife. Before you go, I want you to know that you will never be alone. So when you'll be on the edge of the world, I swear I won't let you fall. I will be right behind you, promise I'll find you, I won't let you go. So when you'll be on the edge of the world, I swear I won't let you fall. I will be right behind you, promise I'll find you, I won't let you. I won't let you. If we try a little more, kill the pain and warm our hearts. Light is now returning, we aren't lonely, we are burning. Let's take our breath and close our eyes. We could not reach the afterlife. Before we go, I want you to know that you will never be alone. So when you be on the edge of the world, I swear I won't let you fall. I will be right behind you, promise I'll find you, I won't let you go. So when you be on the edge of the world, I swear I won't let you fall. I will be right behind you, promise I'll find you, I won't let you. Can't stop, stop.
We got to have a little sneak peek of this on last week's episode, and now we get to hear the full track. It comes out on the 23rd, so get your playlist ready to chuck it in there. This is Gamma with The Drop.
Let's get it. waiting for? Motherfucking drop this! What you waiting for? Motherfucking drop this! What you waiting for?
What is up, everyone? Welcome to another week of CSL. With me, as always, the beautiful Carlo. How are you doing tonight? I can't hear you.
Ricky, I am doing fantastic tonight. How could I not be after an introduction like that one?
Man, I'm so glad you're here, and so glad we can hear that beautiful voice, because how would we be casting these games tonight if we didn't have it? Where would we even be?
Quite silently, but still full of hype. And Ricky, I'm talking hype tonight. What are we hitting the viewers with this time? We're throwing a little curveball at them.
You know, people are just like, wow, like, there's a junior varsity league? Like, what is even that? Well, so for all you fun folks out there, we actually have a junior varsity winter invitational that was running concurrently with the varsity season. And so for tonight, we're going to treat you all to the semifinals, and then later this week, you'll get the second semifinals, and we'll finish up with that grand finals next week. So we got a really cool little series coming. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. We got University of Pittsburgh versus Rutgers University, a team that somehow keeps managing to end up on our stream.
Again.
I don't know why. This is
Diego,
3 Rutgers casts in a row.
School.
Let
me tell you a little something about these teams. Now, this is a different Rutgers than what we've been watching in the upper bracket. But if you've been following the University of Pittsburgh, this is a different Division II Pittsburgh than you might be thinking about.
Yep.
Pittsburgh has 2 Division II teams. We're going to be watching upit.cn, which is the abbreviation for China, a dangerous Dota region. They are not to be confused with the Pitt team of Student Dota. These teams did actually face each other during the year, Ricky.
Oh yeah, how'd that go?
Well, speaking of let's just say one of the University of Pittsburgh teams is getting casted tonight. They're in the semifinals, and one team is not. University of Pittsburgh CN Dota dominated their group. They lost 1 game across the entire fall season, 1 game out of a best-of-3 series. They lost it to the Pennsylvania, I believe, who are second in their group. Pennsylvania State, who are second place, is the only team they lost a match to. These guys are insane.
That's impressive.
Do you know much about these guys, or I mean, because we spent a lot of time in the
varsity league? Yeah, I did a little research. Going into this, I was like, oh, we'll see.
Tell me what you found.
It turns out this team's really good. Yeah, I did some research on this team, and I was like, why are they just not in varsity? Like, this is a playoff potential varsity team, let alone a junior varsity team. So I don't know if they just like wanted to mess around and have fun. That's what we see a lot with some of these like really high ranked JV teams. But this is a really good team. So Rutgers has their work cut out for them tonight if they want any chance of making it to the finals.
I mean, there's one thing I love about collegiate Dota, it's watching Rutgers lose. I'll tell you that right now. It doesn't matter varsity or junior varsity. And I'll tell you, we're going to see there's a lot more ahead of us. I want to talk about Rutgers because Rutgers also has 2 junior varsity teams, Ricky.
Yep.
So the Sons of Seb, who we are watching tonight, broadcasting semi-live with the University of Pittsburgh. So the Sons of Seb, they beat out the D2 Bus Baby, the other Division II Rutgers team. Both these teams finished first place and second place in their group. So both these schools are apparently just full of talented Dota players.
Yeah, really weird how that happens. Maybe they just have a really big Dota community,
Maybe Diego's playing on both the varsity and junior varsity teams.
Dude, didn't we get people like banned last year for that?
Yes, that is illegal.
Yeah,
Would not recommend.
Don't recommend. Highly against the rules. So that's not the only thing we got for you guys tonight. We also have a very cool giveaway that we're going to be doing. So I'm going to throw that up on the stream here so y'all can take a look. We've got some cool swag we're doing. Take a look real quick.
Take a look at that swag.
So
Ricky.
this night we're going to be giving away the Crystal Maiden Frost Avalanche Arcana. So in the previous weeks we've done Phantom Assassin, but this week giving some love to our support players, and I think Carlo and I can respect those support players. So
Dang, she's so hot in that Arcana.
dude, it's just such a good Arcana. It really is. It's phenomenal.
Now, did you know this Arcana has a quest similar, potentially better than the quest attached to the Ruvik Arcana?
Really?
Yes, the style unlock for the dog. You have to get 50 D wards, and you get a different
Wow.
dog skin.
I did not know that. I play this game a lot and did not know that was a thing. So
Arguably better than the quest for the Ruvik Arcana.
Yeah,
Probably better, actually.
probably better.
If you ask me.
So real quick, for those of you who want to enter to join the raffle, you should be able to see a message come out in chat there. We just do !raffle, and you'll be entered to win the CM Arcana, which we'll be giving away at the end of the stream tonight. So make sure to stay tuned for that. And then we also have a social media giveaway that we're doing for some swag, as Carlo puts it. And that you can do by following us on Twitter and retweeting and following a post that we threw up on there. So that will be given out at the end of the month. But until then, keep your eyes peeled on the stream, and we'll be giving away more and more stuff each week.
Oh, Ricky, you forgot about the most important part of the prize. So if you're lucky enough tonight to win the Arcana, you also get the pleasure of trading it to me.
I heard about this. Yeah.
That's also part of the prize.
Oh.
So really cool stuff for you guys tonight.
I like it. Don't
Very
you
good.
already
I'm
have
very
this
happy.
Arcana?
I need to, actually. It would really help me if I got a second one.
Good. Okay.
Yeah.
I was wondering.
Thanks so much for CSL for putting the raffle to give me Arcana together. Really appreciate your help here with my situation of only having one of them.
Yeah, that would have been rough if you only got to have one Arcana, right?
Could you imagine? Ridiculous. Well, anyways, that's how that goes. Anything more we need to touch on before we get into this game, Ricky?
I don't think so. I think we're good here. We're gonna be jumping into game number 1 in just a moment. So just stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
See you guys soon.
All right, game number 1. We're in it.
Let's go. So, as always, during the banning phase, let's assess the banners.
Ooh,
That's what the ban
one of my
is short
absolute favorite things.
for. Don't say it. You have a 50% chance of getting kicked from this cast right now.
I'm sorry. Are you not a son of Seb?
My keyboard.
This is interesting. This is a very like professional logo type of thing coming out from University of Pittsburgh, the Chinese
I love it.
Pittsburgh. I'm really confused. I mean, I would assume they're all Chinese. Is that the?
I assume they're all Chinese. I'm not too sure. I like
that's
it.
That's their team name. That would make the most sense. Sons of Seb, though, that is an interesting banner. Not a lot of effort put into it.
I think the star of the banner is that red bottle in the foreground.
It's a good bottle.
Ooh, and a good first pick with Centaur.
I dig it.
Necro, let's go.
Okay, this is the weirdest opening pick I think I have ever seen.
Get ready, Ricky, because it's about to get even better. Baby, you got me. I'm Team C and Dodo. Stamp it, send her on home. Me and you pit C and Dodo. Ricky, they're going to win this game right here, right now. Don't even need to see the graph.
What is
Rutgers
going
can warm up the team bus. They have heard my cries from last week where I complained about Elder Titan getting banned in the first phase. Hero doesn't even get picked anyways. Look what's happens when you let it through. See
I mean, I know it's good.
Roll up to you.
The Necrophos
I don't even know if it's good. I'm
is
just
just
excited
weird.
to see it. Necrophos is with the because they changed him quite a bit, didn't they? Death Pulse is now associated or was associated with his regen aura, but now it's not. Now it's his Heartstopper aura, isn't it?
No, it is on Death Pulse again. It used to be on his. It used to just be its own ability before they gave him Ghost Shroud, and now it's on Death Pulse, I believe. I don't know. I haven't played the hero in forever. The hero's been non-existent.
No, it's not.
Is it on Heartstopper again?
I believe so.
Oh my gosh, how's that hero playable?
Yeah. So his laning phase, like the lanes are not as important as they were prior to the what was it 7.20?
Yeah.
It's not the lane game anymore, but still his laning phase is hurt because of how slow he is to kind of come online. With especially like he doesn't seem very scary.
Yeah, I think one of my biggest complaints about Necrophos is the fact that he's just a slow hero in general. Mm-hmm. He's not a hero that really comes online, and in this patch, I feel like being able to fight relatively early is important. Yeah, you do have Reaper Scythe, but Necro's a hero that's very farm dependent, and I don't feel like he necessarily dominates his lane. So
that's what I was trying to say. He prior used to be a serious laning phase focus hero, and now it doesn't really feel like you can do that. And I also agree with you. His Reaper Scythe is really what he feels like. That's what the hero is. Like he's not offering crazy lockdown. He in fact pretty much no lockdown. It's all attached to his scythe. He's not controlling people. He's not jumping all over the map, split pushing. He's just kind of there. And if he doesn't do some big work with his Reaper Scythe, well, at least he has some cool cosmetics to look at.
Yeah. So let's take a look at the other side, though. Dazzle and Centaur.
Mm-hmm. Classic. I mean, we see these all the time.
Yeah, these are great heroes.
These are a lot more traditional. This is you're just trying to fit in with the normal heroes, and I'm out here praising C and Dota because they're the weird kids picking the strange heroes.
Yeah,
would you say that's a solid assessment?
Yeah, why not? I think the Necro is the only thing that's really weird. Elder Titan, not that strange. The hero is very strong right now. The problem is I think a lot of people struggle with the hero and don't really know. There is like a way to play him, right? It doesn't seem like it's too difficult to like, set up a stomp, but efficiently playing Elder Titan is very different. He's a hero that has like a relatively high skill cap.
For sure. Well, a huge aspect of playing Elder Titan is stacking the camps that in lane that are beside your lane, so you can hit them to get extra damage from your ancestral spirit. And it's like that just already is hard for some players to just remember to constantly stack every single minute.
Yeah, and then microing the spirit and all that is always difficult.
Getting the spirit around, exactly, and I'm just excited to see him played, especially picked up in the first phase. And we say this about many heroes, but you need a player for him. You don't just pick Elder Titan and put someone on him.
Yeah, so, correct.
He does have some synergy with Bane.
Yeah, he does.
Setting up Earth Splitter, his big boy ult. Was it 35% of your health?
Yeah, it's pretty good. Seems like a lot of damage.
Pretty good. Do you think that Aghanims is a pickup for Elder Titan, or do you think you go somewhere else?
I don't know if you ever really get there. I think with Elder Titan, a lot of times you're going to be happier off getting like a Solar Crest, a Eul's maybe, and like a 4-staff or something to help your team. Like you don't really need many items to be super effective on that hero, but if you can amplify your teammates, that's really what you want.
Speaking of amplifying and being synergistic with your teammates, Faceless Void.
Very good.
The team fight, the setter upper, or another way for a splitter to hit, especially on multiple people.
Yeah.
How have you been feeling about Faceless Void this patch?
At first, I wasn't entirely sure. He felt a little weak, but I think he's still better than a lot of the other agility carries. Just because Chrono is so strong, and he does have a lot of damage that can come out from his bash. Mm-hmm. So he's still pretty good. I like the Time Walk talent change. I think that's like a necessary talent. I don't think anyone skips it. It's just so good. So I don't know. I think he's one of the better agility carries for sure. It's like usually him or Juggernaut are probably what we see in most games.
Yeah, I like it. He can get the World of Warcraft Wind Fury proc on his bashes too, where it just chains into everything, which makes the
Yeah.
laning phase very fun.
Well, speaking of Juggernaut, gets
Yeah,
picked
I was
up
gonna
4th
say.
there, Sons of Seb. Rutgers is like, yeah, he's a good hero.
What do you think about Juggernaut versus Void? Would you give Void the advantage?
Void's way better. Yeah, it's a pretty hard counter, actually, to Juggernaut.
He just beats him down, doesn't care about anything, time walks the Omni Slash damage away, time walks away from spin.
You can
kills him
actually
in
just put
Chronosphere.
Faceless Void in Juggernaut's lane, and Jug can't lane anymore.
That's crazy. I guess, yeah, with time walking. Juggernaut has insane stats for, like, fastest base attack time in the game. But does Void probably can just beat him down in a man
Void
fight.
has like 15 more damage, and if he bashes you once, your lane's over. So it's pretty funny.
Void is like just such a man in lane. Like all the carries are weak in lane for the most part, and Void just beats people down.
Yeah, Void is one of those heroes that, for an agility carry, is a very strong laner. Juggernaut is another one, right? Those are like the two agility carries that are very good in lane. Juggernaut because of his healing ward and his magic immunity spin. But Faceless Void doesn't really care about any of that stuff. If you drop the healing ward, he'll just time walk and kill it. If he's or he'll just kill it and time walk out. Like he's such a mobile hero, and he counters almost everything Juggernaut does. Plus you have Chrono if he ever tries to spin TP.
Yep.
Yeah,
Faceless Void does work. So Juggernaut will be relying heavily on his teammates to deal with the Faceless Void. Is there anything that scares Faceless Void in this lineup? I mean, even Finger of Death is dangerous against Void because he can time walk the damage away if he doesn't kill him.
Lion's actually good. A lot of people talk about. Okay, that's good.
I got a lot of damage output.
Yeah. Okay, Skywrath Mage is interesting.
Skywrath.
I feel like
Dota wants to win these lanes.
Yeah, I feel like Skywrath Mage isn't a good laning, isn't a good hero anymore, to be honest. But some people are still a big fan of the hero just because they're very comfortable on him.
Yeah.
So.
And he has great synergy with Void. That's a kill when they both have their
and
ult.
Bane. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, there you go.
And Necro. If you just amp them for Reaper Scythe.
Both these teams not only have gorgeous cosmetics, except for Zeus. Come on, I like the old Juggernaut cosmetics, by the way, especially all the cool masks he has.
Yeah.
But both these teams also have a ton of damage. Like, there's a lot of potential for one team I definitely think we're going to see both teams running at each other. There's a lot of potential for one team to start snowballing out of control and just rolling over the other team.
Yeah, this Zeus is not going to do very well in the mid lane versus Skywrath Mage. Skywrath Mage wins it, I'm pretty sure. It's because you actually get out harassed as a Zeus, which is bonkers, right? Like that's not something that normally happens.
Stealing his job.
Yeah. I like Pittsburgh's draft a lot. I think the Juggernaut is just going to struggle a lot this game.
Well, yeah, especially with Fiend's Grip and Chronosphere and Bash, all things that can pierce his spin.
I think his lane won't be too hard, right? Because he's against a Necro, I think.
Yeah. Wait, I think Necro might own Juggernaut. I think I may have heard through the grapevine that Necro owns Juggernaut.
Really?
But I might just be making that up. I don't when do I ever see Necro, man? I don't know.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know either.
Making stuff up right now.
Well, let's go ahead and introduce the teams here. We got Stravsky playing the Juggernaut. Timbal on the Zeus. We got Frog Protection on Dazzle. Hammer's Mark, which I'm familiar with Hammer's Mark. I've seen that name before on Lion. And then we've got Knight Solaire.
Knight Solaire
on the Centaur.
That's a sick name. Well, living it up on Skywrath Mage, I actually have this player muted. Bush IG, I'm just going to call him Bushy. Necrophos, the hero that we all want to see, is being played by WYP37. Faceless Void, the carry that can do it, is being played by Tau. Elder Titan, the sickest hero in this game, is being played by Monkey ID. And Bane is being played by Ichigo. I want to give a shout out to Timbal. He was mentioned when we did the Rutgers interview by Aaron the coach, and Storm Soldat on the varsity team. And they said that Timbal drafts like a madman, or a buffoon, or something ridiculous like that.
Well, that would make sense. Bot lane, actually. Hammer's Mark in a little bit of trouble here.
All right, so the Astral Spirit is coming out. It's going to have 2 heroes worth of damage on it, and speed. All right, well. Pittsburgh. They just scare away Rutgers. Take the bounty runes. It still only goes 2 for 2, though. Mid lane.
Is
Are
it
we having
looking
a
like
lane swap already?
here? Yeah, it looks like lane swap already happening.
Ooh, this is you're a Centaur cosmetic connoisseur. What do you think about this Centaur?
Wow, that is a lot of different items.
Dude, he is thick and bulky.
Yeah, that is one of the new Frostivus sets, I think, combined with the helm from the International, and then the axe is from a chest a long time ago that you had to like get a upgrade thing for. Mid lane,
Well,
Dazzle
speaking,
is harassing.
the harassment mid lane, they dual lane the Skywrath, while Pittsburgh, who's getting dual lane mids, just sends a tri-lane bottom to put Necro and Juggernaut solo against each other. These lanes are insane.
I really like that both of the mid laners went for a stick or wand.
I was just gonna say, I love that.
They're both like, yeah, the other hero's gonna harass me and spam me, and if you don't get a stick or wand in this lane, you actually will just lose.
Well, after Dazzle rotates top, so does Bane. And these are some more traditional lanes. We're just Spin coming out top. Looks like we're going to see a death from Necrophos. They need an auto attack to take him out. Brain Sap does some damage to Dazzle, but it's not enough to finish either of them off. First blood.
Yeah, this is exactly what I expected to happen if you put Necrophos in this top lane. You're going to get poison touched by Dazzle, and you're going to get spun on by Juggernaut.
Not going well.
Yeah, I didn't know what... The only opportunity you have to save him is to, like, Nightmare dodge the poison touch. That's about it.
Yeah. Well, that doesn't feel good. And also Ghost Shroud, which is what Necrophos relies on in lane, increases the damage he takes from magic, which is what spinning Blade Tree does. So now Faceless Void is against Juggernaut. Is this what you wanted to see from the matchup, Ricky?
What just happened?
Actually, bottom lane, we're going to see a Warsomp onto an Elder Titan who was previously a frog. Elder Titan wants to fight. He's going to give him a stomp, and now a Centaur is surrounded. Elder Titan, very clever move there. He uses... That was actually really sick. So what Elder Titan did is he waited the duration of the stomp to get healed up by his healing salve, and he actually dies just barely after Centaur, so he gets the XP from Centaur. If he didn't use that salve, he wouldn't have got the XP there.
Centaur was actually in the middle of TPing top, and then canceled it because the Elder Titan was making a dive onto the Lion.
Elder Titan's making a play now, top lane. He's behind the Juggernaut and the Dazzle. Hits the creep wave, and both heroes with his Astral Spirit. When this returns them, he's going to do a lot of damage. Chases the Juggernaut right out of lane.
This Dazzle is
going to go for the Dazzle now.
Trouble.
Smack him up. Bonk.
Oh, got creep blocked.
You got one hit on him.
I was going to say this is exactly the lanes that Pittsburgh want, right? They want the Juggernaut versus the Void. The lane is heavily favored for Faceless Void. And if you're...
Bottom lane. A little bit of action. They're just beating the Necro, man. They're just like... Don't ever pick this hero again. They just bully him everywhere he goes.
Yeah, I mean, both lanes are so bad.
Look at another lane swap, Ricky. There's more lane swaps than kills so far in this game.
Juggernaut needs to go bottom. Like he cannot be top anymore. He needed to go bottom immediately when they saw the Void TP in. Because now Void's TP is going to be up soon. And then they just lose the lanes. Mid lane. Timbal gets the kill on Skywrath.
He's a madman.
What a play.
We spend all these times watching the lane rotations, and sometimes you just need to watch the simplest lane of them all, the old 1v1.
Yeah, the good old
Intellect
1v1.
Wand versus Intellect Wand. Well, top lane, we have a try versus try situation. What do you think about this? It just in terms of Dota in general, Ricky, because I tell you right now, the tri lane is my favorite meta, especially tri lane versus tri lane.
Yeah, Elder Titan seems pretty good in tri lanes.
Yes.
So,
the benefits of his Astral Spirit are way higher for hitting a hero than a creep. So for sure,
yeah, it's a little interesting to me.
Look how dangerous he's being right now. There's 3 heroes that could have turned on him, and he's just sitting there fighting. Rutgers is scared of this guy. They know.
He clicks for 115 damage. You don't really want to go anywhere near him when he has that 3 spirits. And now Centaur's lane bottom is a disaster. So Necrophos gets a good lane now. Out of having what should have been a pretty bad laning situation.
Oh, here we go. Engagement on top. We have a spin and a poison touch on Bane. It looks like Bane might go down. He's going to have to hit the brain sap right before he dies. He's going to have to hit the brain sap right before he dies. He dies. Not hit the brain sap prior to doing so. Now we are going to see Elder Titan is losing his buff in a second, and he's not going to be very dangerous, putting Rutgers in a great position.
Look at bot lane. Solaire is just getting walked at by Necrophos, and Necro will get
Give him the death pulse.
Oh, he just didn't death pulse him.
Didn't do it. He has to have vision though, doesn't he?
No, it goes on everything around him. It doesn't. It's not vision based.
Are
they gonna get all 4 runes here on Rutgers? Looks like it.
Okay. Rutgers, let's go. Winning the kill, 4 bounty runes, 4 kills. They just pushed a Faceless out of a Juggernaut lane top temporarily. Now Bane's returning. Rutgers is doing what they gotta do.
Yeah, this is surprising. I didn't think this top lane would go well for them. Juggernaut's not doing terrible, but Void's still the leader in CS, and he's not dying. So it's not as bad as I was expecting. I think the big issue is going to be this bot lane. This Necrophos over double the amount of CS and has as many denies as Centaur has kills.
Might see some action. Spells are getting cast. Juggernaut's getting low due to the brain sap.
Oh,
Juggernaut gets stomped. She's gonna get punched super hard. Boom. Now he's gonna spin. Elder Titan's not scared. He moves
and he gets
quick.
bashed.
Great time walk. And now they have caught out a Dazzle. However, Lion shows up. Here comes a stomp again. Dazzle, gets interrupted. Great hex by Lion, but Dazzle's running the wrong way and he's gonna get taken down.
Yeah. I don't know what Rutgers is doing here.
Oh, an ult from Zeus. It might be enough for Faceless Void. He doesn't actually choose to time walk it. No, he does. After missing his window, though.
Yeah. Well,
unfortunate.
Now Juggernaut is bottom, but he's level 4 to the level 6 of the Necrophos.
Oh, yeah. 3 heroes against the Necrophos bottom. I think Necrophos might be in trouble, unless he scouts this out.
I don't think he's too worried yet.
Touch. Is he able to kill the Centaur, though? Oh, he used Death Pulse, so probably not anymore. He cannot get War Stomped here. Luckily, he makes it away.
He's going to kill Centaur now.
Another Death Pulse. He's going to drop that. Shallow Grave. Shallow Grave isn't learned. I guess you don't expect to be level 3 when Necrophos has his ult. Now Dazzle is caught out.
Double kill. This is huge if he does.
Pulse. Death Pulse is still chasing, so there's a lot of potential damage. He's going to kill him with the aura unless he can heal. Ooh, great healing ward. However, they're just going to feed it.
Mid lane, Timbal getting ganked.
Alright,
nope.
Because no mana. Lower on health. That leaves Faceless Void to solo versus Lion top. Lion outlevels Void, but I think Void was going to outlane the Lion until someone else shows up here.
Yeah, Centaur making his way top.
There it is. And now his Necrophos has kind of gotten out of control.
Yeah, this is, like I said, Necro is not a hero that's supposed to dominate his lane. And
top lane, 1 stun, 2 stun, both stuns on Void. They're going to switch to Sleep to Lion, so Void only manages, or if Centaur only manages to get an auto attack off, he has no points in Double Edge at the moment. Not that it would matter because of time walk.
Yeah. What I was going to say, though, is Necro's not a hero that usually dominates his lane in this patch, and just because of the way that they rotated lanes, and Rutgers, I guess, thought that maybe they'd be fine keeping the lanes the way that they were, it seems to have pretty heavily backfired.
Yeah. Yeah, now Faceless Void, or rather, Necrophos demands a lot of attention from Rutgers, and that's attention that they're not going to be able to put on Skywrath and not going to be put on Faceless Void.
Yeah,
and Void is not going to have a problem with Juggernaut later on because of this.
And killing Necrophos later on, once he has like a lot of items, is going to be a pretty big task for Rutgers. Because they either can only kill him when he Ghost Shrouds and get him with a Finger of Death, or they have to wait till Ghost Shroud is over and kill him with the Omni Slash. So there's going to be a lot of difficulties there.
I agree completely. It looks maybe a tower push is going to come bottom. Teleport in. 3 players bottom now for Pittsburgh, or rather Rutgers, who's now bringing a mid player, 4 players.
Yeah, they definitely saw Lion, and so they're backing up. And they have a
Skywrath Mage knows there's no Zeus.
Yeah, well, there's also a high ground ward here to scout it, so there's no way. Very good discipline there from Pittsburgh to just back up and accept that we'll give this Juggernaut some farm.
Yeah.
If this Necrophos dies, it's a big deal.
It is.
It's like a level and a half for every single person in that lane if he dies.
Wait. But now Necrophos is returning to lane against 3 players. He's hit by the Poison Touch. He's hit by the Blade Fury. There's a Stomp. Elder Titan Stomp, rather. Going to hit all 3, and now they're looking who do they want to go for. Lion. Lion gets a great double Earth Spike. Can't line up against him. They're going to turn their sights. Pittsburgh will turn their sights onto Dazzle. Dazzle does have a point in Shallow Grave. There's no way they break this TP in time. He actually does go for the Stomp.
Yeah, that was kind of funny, actually. Juggernaut leveled up and went to level his Blade Fury and then accidentally pressed it again, is what it looked like.
Nightmare on Juggernaut. They're going to go for the Stomp. It's going to hit the Lion maybe. No, it hits no one, but another double Earth Spike.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Centaur's coming in.
They don't see the Centaur either.
Not have sight, Ricky. Here we go. A Centaur all comes out. Going for the bounty rune. Now Necrophos is in trouble.
Great steal by Timbal, though.
Yep, exactly. He gets the experience for that. Now Zeus is about to run into Skywrath. Nope. Lion went for the bounty rune during that, but didn't manage to snake it. He hexed his target because Earth Spike was on the cooldown. You can still pick the bounty rune up even if you are a frog. Actually, a fish in this case.
Ooh,
War Stomp,
he didn't
fake
get the War
bottom.
Stomp there, yeah. I thought he was. They have the follow-up.
Golden War Stomp.
And now Juggernaut's going top.
Once Necrophos shows up. Lion really wants to have Finger. Lion needs one more creep of XP for Finger here. Oh no, and now he's asleep. There's a Stomp, no Stomp. There's no mana on Titan. He has to eat his mango if he wants to go for this. Alright, he eats it. I don't think he's going to be able to get it.
I
No
don't
fight to
understand
bring
these
up
lane
bottom.
rotations. Juggernaut needed to stay bottom. Like, Necro TP'd back. The lane is good for him bot, and then he goes top to try and 1v1 the Void, which...
Void has Chronosphere. Wouldn't be
Yeah.
surprised if Elder Titan or Bane go top as well. Actually, they're still
Aggressive
pretty
play
far.
bottom there, actually.
Yeah, here we go. These are some low-level supports and War Stomp. A great Nightmare, but it's not going to be enough because, well, Hexed. You're not going anywhere, Elder Titan. He gets taken down. Necrophos comes over, but too little, too late. Just
Yeah,
watch
that
this.
was kind of questionable there. The two level 4 supports going into the threes of
Well,
Rutgers.
Necrophos bottom is now in trouble. There's a War Stomp miss. Poison Touch is going to hit. Now it looks like Necrophos wants to turn. Bane is here. There is a Finger of Death available. Bane heals up with Brain Saps. He's not in a lot of trouble. They're going to Stomp and Scythe the Centaur, turning the fight, putting in favor of Pittsburgh. Now Dazzle is on the run. God, I love the large amount of damage Death Pulse does, combined with the slow missile speed.
Yeah.
It's just like you just don't see it coming, and Necrophos takes you out. Here we go. So, Passive Shot set up a Stomp, which kind of set up a Skywrath ult, which definitely set up a Lion Death. Pittsburgh are on a Warpath bloodbath right now, Ricky. They're just running at the enemy fountain, chasing everyone. A Concussive Shot is going to hit.
There's
There is
no way to get this.
Grip
Okay.
available. Dazzle is here with Shallow Grave. Pittsburgh realizes what's going on. They're going to back up.
Skywrath Mage has 4 null tally, and he's rushing a Boots of Travel.
This is the early game build. This is the space creation build. He's gonna combo with, as soon as his ult's up, he's gonna go with Void, right?
Void or Necro. Both are really very good kills targets. Necro's ult is on cooldown for a while, so...
Yeah, the Ancient Seal magic damage amp with Necro ult is actually insane.
Yeah, it's also enough of a stun duration to where you can get, like, probably
little bit
200
of
damage from Mystic Flare into him, so...
God, that's so strong, actually. I love that. The lineup, I really love Pittsburgh's lineup, how it just makes sense, right? How the synergies come together.
Yeah.
And then we have the tower going down. Is that the first tower of the game?
Looks like it, yeah. Just the 3 heroes there bot, uncontested, so pretty easy tower.
Yep.
Juggernaut going for a Battle Fury, and Void looks like he's going to go for an early BK... Oh, no, he's going Mask of Madness into a BKB. Okay.
It seems as though Void and Juggernaut kind of went even, 1v1.
Yeah, kind of interesting.
Maybe, do you think Juggernaut wasn't playing aggressive, or Void wasn't playing aggressive enough, or...
Maybe. I feel like
guess-
he went 4 points in Time Walk, and I would have... If he wanted to play that more aggressively, nice scan there, actually going to scout out the side of Rutgers, and so Void leaves the lane. But he could put like probably 2 or 3 points in his Time Lock and just trade with Juggernaut, and if he gets like a couple lucky bashes, he can drop Chrono for sure.
Yeah.
Dazzle getting ganked. There's a
Yeah, there's a
smoked up
pressure
Skywrath.
T2. Now they need to get him with the Ancient Steel, so he can't Shallow Grave. It looks like Skythirst wants to go somewhere else, seeing Zeus mid. Very high value kill right now. How do they set this up? They need to hit a Stomp.
They want...
Actually, going bottom. They want Dazzle. Pinging him out.
There's a
Here
lot
we go.
of going on.
Necrophos has found him. There's the Ancient Seal. He's going to die. Oh, and they get him with the Scythe, too.
He is gone for 40
Alright,
seconds as a support.
That tower is open, which is going to put pressure on Rutgers to make a move top.
Yeah.
Do they defend or do they push? Try and trade?
I think
No, it's...
they want to push. I think they want to trade because I don't know if they can actually kill Necro without commit from both Centaur's ult and Lion ult.
well, Centaur uses his Retaliate here to smash the tower down. Bonk. Chasing down the vein. He gets
The
sleeped up.
VTB's
Teleports come in. Looks like Centaur's in trouble. Centaur does have Stampede. He's going to pop it. He's going to get hit by no control. And we are not going to see a fight in the top lane. However, we'll see all 10 players Zeus goes back mid.
If someone can go bottom and get those runes on the side of Rutgers, that'd be a great like rotation that they force. They actually get us hex up on Skyrath.
Mid, but Skyrath has support coming. Here's the Lion. There's the finger. Skyrath's gonna live. The Nightmare doesn't save him. It does hit him. A Mask of Madness into a Bash of Madness is gonna take out Lion. We're gonna see Dazzle get slowed. Dazzle gets stomped. He's down to about half health here, but he does have his Shallow Grave to hit after. Bane gets passed out by Zeus. Dazzle's gonna go down. Great Ancient Seal Silence. Now Zeus is on the radar. Target acquired. He's gonna get stomped on. He gets pinged out. Faceless Void is beating him down. The ult from Skyrath Mage comes out doing a lot of damage, but not to finish him off. Maybe that. Oh, he does get taken out in the back. A stomp on Elder Titan now. The counter stomp to the Stomper. He's going to get chased away, but Elder Titan's very fast with a Windlace, and he's going to run. Also, the movement speed he got from Astral Titan buff.
Yeah.
Very clean for Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I think.
How far they went.
Yeah, that was an interesting like follow, right? They came all the way from top lane. Rutgers saw them with the 2 wards that they have in their jungle, so I'm kind of a little bit confused as to why either they didn't commit to the fight right away, or to just disengage entirely. So
yeah, they.
And this is Necro again taking another tower. He's got a pipe. Like all he's gonna do is go like ground. Yeah, he's just gonna get like a pipe and a Crimson Guard probably this game, and then he just never dies. He'll get like pipe and a useful like aggressive item. I'm sure he might go blink.
It goes to show how out of control Necro has become, because he's not like a tower sieger. He just sits in the lane though, and just stays in the lane forever, and he just slowly takes your tower down, especially when he gets a catapult wave, and he can just keep keeping his wave alive.
Yeah, he's kind of like the magic version of Underlord, you know?
Exactly. He just sits in that lane and just is really annoying to get out of there.
Oh, Holy Locket. I forgot that's even an item. Yeah, that seems pretty good on Necro.
Oh, I love that, because he does put out a ton of healing. And that's also going to... Yeah, okay, here we go. Stampede, they're going to initiate on Necrophos. They do not have Finger of Death. They do have a Double Edge and a War Stomp, but Necrophos has more health than Centaur. Necrophos is going to Death Pulse here, heal all the way back up. He's going on Centaur. Shallow Grave is going to come out and save some, even though there's not enough damage dealt. Now, Lion's stun has come back. They're going to turn on Necrophos. He doesn't have Death Pulse for 2. They're chaining the stuns perfectly. The Zeus ult will kill him and reveal bottom. Now, bottom lane, speaking of, Juggernaut is silenced up. He's hitting the Shrine. He gets taken out. A teleport in from Lion leads him into going to immediately to half health. Single mana spike behind him. And Dazzle, the other support. Why are you here too, Dazzle? Oh no.
Oh no. That's a triple kill for the Skyrath Mage.
Oh baby.
Where's Zeus on his item progression? He has Aether Lens going Yules.
Okay.
Alright.
That doesn't seem like it's super deadly to me.
It's good for the Chrono, right? Because you can just Yules out the Void if he goes for the Chrono. And you have the Aether Lens to give you that cast range on your other spells. It's just Skyrath feels more deadly right now, and I think that's because of the supports that he has on his team. They feel like they can set up kills so much easier.
Well, the synergy of Pittsburgh's lineup makes it just makes so much sense. Sensergy, if you will. Although we haven't really seen Chrono being comboed much. Faceless Void has just been a little farmer.
Yeah, he hasn't really had to use it. He used it once, right? And
it went very well.
River, but that was it. Save his Skyrath Mage is why.
Alright, well, middle tower going down, however there are players on Rutgers here to defend.
Void actually gonna go Shadowblade before he goes BKB. I really like that. It's a really good item.
That gets him a lot of, that lets him get into...
Mid lane? Can they get this kill?
Well, a Hex, an Earth Spike, Necrophos, once again we've seen this, it's very hard for them to take him down. He's at low health, he's running away. And now we're going to see Pittsburgh show up. Concussive shot, a silence on Dazzle. The Stampede might get Dazzle away. Dazzle's no longer silenced. We're going to see Nurse Spike come out, hit 2. The Skyrath and the Bane, but now Lion is the one being chased. Without the Stampede speed, he's not going anywhere. Ghost Shroud popped. He almost turns and hits the Necrophos with it, with his finger. Now Concussive shot on Zeus. This is a very good kill for Pittsburgh. Zeus does not have any escape ability. He's taking a lot of damage. There's a Dazzle here. Dazzle does not even get the heal offs. Shallow Grave was on cooldown.
Void pumps the Chrono, cancels though. He was going to go high ground and just Chrono the Dazzle and then decided against it.
Yeah, they still have some tier 2s they can look at. Don't have to get wild.
Yeah.
Also knowing that Chrono is up does potentially give them an option to go to Roshan.
Exactly.
As knows that they can team fight if it comes down to it. So is Zeus going to go Aghanims after Yules, you think?
I feel like you have to. If you don't this game, you have so little kill threat. So... I'd like to see that happen. Jug almost has Battle Fury, but this has been a rough game for him.
Well, is the Battle Fury going to do anything with the pressure that Pittsburgh can apply with their team fight, with the items they already have, and with the pipe that Necrophos has picked up?
They're just roaming as 5 right now, right? Like, they just want to push these lanes, get these last tier 2 towers, and there's not really an easy way for Rutgers to respond. You have such strong team fight coming out of the side of Pittsburgh, so they should get this stuff pretty uncontested, or at least even get kills in the process. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, well, Rutgers doesn't even have people coming. A smoke, they might try and use some fancy play. They do see bottom lane. Skyrath is not there with the mid push. They're going to try and rotate onto him. Skyrath feeling a little safe. Now, Poison Touch, and Stampede Warstomp is how this is going to have to go down. Oh, he goes right on top of him. Absolutely terrible positioning from Skyrath Mage. He didn't know. Extremely unfortunate, but walked right into them. They used Stampede, and even using Stampede was overkill there.
Yeah, so they lose the tier 2, but they find a kill. And I think that's a good use of their time because they know that there's no way to defend that tower.
Oh,
that
yeah.
mid tower is going to go down. So instead, they get a kill on a really high value target. Juggernaut finishes Battle Fury. They get some valuable experience. And now they get to push out the map a little bit.
Holy Locket is insane on Necrophos. I can't believe this is the first time I'm seeing it. This has got to be like standard.
Oh, yeah. I think Necro's just fallen out of favor, but
yeah, I guess I never see Necro.
25% spell amp or a heal amplifying is pretty
Plus
crazy
it's on
when you have yeah, I was like, when you think about Ghost Shroud as well. That's pretty nuts.
And like all the regen he gets from last hitting creeps, the regen he gets from last hitting heroes, like that's humongous. That's already a lot of regeneration he gets. I love this.
Now the question is, does Holy Locket amplify the healing that he provides to teammates as well through Death Pulse?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought.
That's insane.
So Death Pulse essentially...
Plus, wait, did it also... I guess it's not a huge deal, but it would also buff the inside aura from Pipe.
Yeah, technically.
Yeah, I mean, they're
not
getting
by a
almost
lot,
one,
you know, it's just 25%, but...
They're getting almost one more health
per second, yeah.
I mean, that's just, you know, the good Dota interactions. That's why it's such a beautiful game. It sucks out tens of thousands of hours from our lives.
You know it. That's why we love it, though.
Beautiful interactions like that. Well, what's Rutgers looking to do? They need to farm up. They got a Battle Fury. They're kind of committed to hitting creeps.
Yeah, Juggernaut does not want to fight right now. He wants to get a couple items. The Faceless Void doesn't have farming items, right? Like, he has fighting items. He went this Mask of Madness Shadowblade. He's getting a BKB. And so the longer that Jug can stay out of these fights, the better of an opportunity he's going to have to take this late game.
Yeah. Unfortunate for Hammer's Mark on Lion. They're kind of just holding the finger right now to make sure that Pittsburgh doesn't try and take fight. Same way that like holding on to Chronosphere actually doesn't even do anything. Pittsburgh's not scared. Look at this, they take another T2.
Yeah, they might lose. Yeah, they're gonna lose top here, and they might lose mid as well. I'd expect them to respond to mid. Well, Skyrath TPing in top, doing a ton of damage to Juggernaut. Oh my gosh.
There is Dazzle.
Veil of Discord. Mid lane Chrono actually used on Centaur.
Okay, there it is. Centaur taking the damage.
Alright.
And he's done.
Tower at 11 health is going to get denied. He, Faceless Void procced 4 bashes off 1 attack, so that was pretty good.
That's just absolutely gorgeous. Alright, Smoke Ant coming on Skyrath Mage. He died once, can he die again? No. Not quite. He actually misses a concussive shot, though. What I wanted to mention about Lion is it doesn't feel good on Lion to have your ult on cooldown. It's like having a Midas. You just always want to be using it. Okay, Faceless Void with the Shadow Blade. They're going to find a little support. He's Ancient Sealed. He's bashed. He's Arcane Bolt. He's concussive shotted. He is dead before he even realized it.
Yeah, Skyrath Mage is really scary right now. This early Veil of Discord and 4 null tallies. He's
this build is sick.
Yeah, he's sitting on 9 passive spell amp basically, plus the 25 he's going to get from the active of Veil. So this is really scary.
This is such a sick build.
I actually really like Skyrath just delivered a... He just TP'd back to base, picked up 2 mangoes, which is going to give to his Faceless Void, and then got his the Yule's recipe for his Elder Titan, and then botsed back to the wave so they can keep pushing.
This guy's MVP, my man, pushy. Well, tower's taken down. A stomp has caught out Dazzle, or Lion. Lion's sleeping on the job. Now he's silenced. He's brain sapped. He's veiled. He is Death Pulse. Death Pulse doesn't even hit him.
Nah, he just
Centaur.
died from concussive Arcane Bolt.
Jeez. Let's look at the fight recap. Who actually did do the most damage?
It was Skywrath. He did 1,000 damage
What?
with 2 spells.
Oh my god.
Because if you think about it, he was Ancient Sealed, plus you have Elder Titan. So they just have no magic resist at all.
Jeez. This is ridiculous. Yeah, the magic armor reduction is centered around the spirit, right? So the Elder Titan only needs to put his Astral Spear on top of someone.
Yep.
My god.
It was a dirty lineup. It's cool.
I
though.
wanna see
I
it
like
again.
it. This is something
So
we haven't
fun.
seen before.
This
And I
is
think
sick, Ricky.
yeah,
I
this
love
is some unique drafts and like some really kind of good synergies that you don't see very often. So it's cool to see it work out when you get like an unusual draft, you know. Normally when you get an unusual draft, one team just gets stomped, but not this time.
Yeah, the magic damage is absolutely ridiculous.
That sentry actually just off the mark and is going to miss that ward on the high ground next to Hammer's mark.
No. Well, we're
And
seeing
they put a
the
sentry down on their own, so they see it now.
All right, everyone knows what's going on. A stomp on Lion does not get stomped. Earth Spike's going to interrupt him now. Skywrath throwing out a couple spells.
Ooh, Centaur.
There is a Centaur War Stomp hitting on 2. A Stampede to follow it up. Unfortunately, the Omni Slash is in the Ghost Shroud. A Chronosphere is going to come out catching almost everybody. And a fantastic Earth Splitter is putting the damage on Rutgers. Follow it up by a Mystic Flare. The Reaper's Scythe is negated by the Shallow Grave. But
Centaur.
it actually buys Centaur enough time to take down Skywrath Mage. However, in the end, Pittsburgh takes that. With 3 heroes at full health, they return to their objective at hand Roshan. And the D-Ward goes down. So, was that our first test? Both teams run at each other to kind of see who's bigger, and would you say Pittsburgh won that handily, or was that a pretty close one?
Pittsburgh wins that pretty easily. Yeah,
That was a pretty good fight for them.
They commit right all their spells, but to be honest, Skywrath Mage shouldn't have died. I think he was just a little greedy there.
Yeah.
And so in the grand scheme of things, they really should have taken that fight 4-for-1, and it's not looking good for Rutgers. There's a lot of damage coming out from the side of Pittsburgh here.
Just ridiculous how fast they can turn around. Like, and the gorgeous Earth Splitter, like they have good synergy, they have good damage, they have good survivability. They are looking hot right now.
This is a dope draft, man. Props to them.
I really like
this is
it.
really cool. Like on paper when we were watching the draft, like why would you pick a Necro? But like now when you look at the rest of the team, you're like, this team works really well with Necrophos.
And what does Rutgers have to take a fight the same way Pittsburgh can? They need to hit a Blinkdagger Stomp, which Centaur did do a great job of last game, hitting it on 2.
He did.
But that's like what we're looking at. Lions is not even close to a Blinkdagger, not going for it. So that's the only way they're starting a fight unless they're getting initiated on.
Yeah, Jug
Maybe
had a
Stampede.
good Omni Slash too, you know? It's interesting. Like Jug got a good Omni Slash and it just didn't matter.
Well,
Like,
a third of the damage was on Ghost Shot at Necro.
Yeah, and other thing to mention, he popped his pipe and absorbed the entire Lion Finger. So it just did no damage.
Ooh,
So
Lion.
he
Does
pops
Lion
his
have a
pipe.
stack yet?
No, he
Lion's got one
doesn't have a
stack.
single stack.
Is that buff just standard?
Yeah, that's a standard buff when you pick it up, so it's at 0 right now.
Oh no. Oh no, Ricky.
It's pretty rough, man.
So,
I feel bad for him.
Definitely looking good for Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh currently showing up bottom lane. They've taken all the T2s. They've taken Roshan. They have the pipe. Is there anything else they're waiting on before they go high ground? They have every alt. It looks like they just want to push lanes in and go for the base, you think?
They want to fight. Skywrath Mage just finished his Aghanim Scepter.
Oh,
You've got a Blink Dagger now on this Necrophos. Void almost has... he's going Silver Edge into Aghanims. It was just kind of a weird choice for his build up there. I think he was going to go Aghanims and then decided to go back for Silver Edge. So it's kind of interesting.
I have a question for you, Ricky.
Yeah.
Why is Blink Dagger so common on Necrophos? A hero that doesn't really have good stats, but does well with items that make him kind of tanky and being in the like being in people's face, walking around in people's face. Why does he spend so much gold on an item with no stats?
Necrophos like has very little catch, and it's really important on a hero like that to be able to get into the center of the fight, especially to hit that Reaper Scythe and start disrupting the fight as much as you can.
So much damage from the phase. The Skyrot's just poking him down to half health, even through his magic immunity. Yeah, well, Necrophos has teammates with catch, but yeah, he's pretty positioning based, hey?
Yeah, very. You
a
need
spell
to
a
get
hero with
that.
no mobility.
Yeah. You need to get a good Reaper Scythe. You need to be hitting multiple death pulses in the fight, so kind of an important hero to have a Blink Dagger on.
Well, I've seen even Elder Titans get Blink Daggers, so that when they get their Astral Spirit buff, they can actually get into the fight. Well, we're going to see initiation as in the back line. Centaur is getting hit by every single four ults on Centaur to take him out, and then the last ult standing, Chronosphere, is going to lead to a kill on Lion, and follow up by Dazzle, who is very low on HP. He manages to stay alive for a moment longer. He gets taken out. Now Necrophos is going to die a great Nightmare is going to buy him some time, but he's still taken out. Faceless Void is in trouble, but he time walks in. He gets hit by a War Stomp. No, he doesn't actually. He's going to try and walk out. Time walk is back up. Now Centaur is leading the charge for Rutgers on the retreating Pittsburgh, but Pittsburgh is still throwing a lot of spells backwards. Faceless Void drops. The Aegis is used. Is going to fall by a great stomp on 2. There's a Yules on Faceless Void. Now Faceless Void is choosing to flee, not fight. A smoke is popped, but obviously it's going to break immediately with people in range. Does not look like Rutgers is going to be able to get anything unless there is a blink from Centaur. He guesses wrong. They see the Bane.
They might
Elder
be Elder Titan.
is going to go for another stomp. It hits on the top lane. It hits on Centaur. Lion is silenced. Oh my god. Skyrock Mage is crushing everyone above this fight going on here. Now Bane gets traded, but it's for 2 on the back line. Mules are coming out, slowing the fight down. No one really seems to know who's in charge. Oh, actually, Pittsburgh figured it out. It's them. A double concussive shot. Dazzle's going to give his life, trying to buy time for his team. However, Elder Titan is in deep. He goes for the double stop. He hits the nobody, and Zeus is going to run away. However, Elder Titan has 5 seconds on his Mules. Is he going to get wild here? No, his teammates have left him.
Man,
Okay,
this is crazy fights. Like the Pittsburgh just pulled that out of the base so long. They baited him farther and farther, and Scarth Mage is really going to be the person that benefits most in these long fights, right?
Oh yeah,
a hero that just wants to keep spending as much mana as possible, and every point of mana he has converts to a lot of damage. So,
oh yeah, and with his quick cooldown on Mystic Flare, 40 seconds, like he is completely fine to take a fight that goes that duration, going back and forth. As soon as Mystic Flare came back up, he just turned around and killed 2 people with it.
Yeah.
This item build, I love this item build. Like, this is just, to me, just makes so much sense. I just want to be like, this is how you play Skyrock Mage. This guy wrote the book.
Yeah,
because you're not a hero that really wants to go late game. It's not like even like Zeus has static field, which helps him scale, whereas Skyrock Mage doesn't. Only thing scaling on Skyrock Mage is just getting more int.
More items, and he gets that like huge gold per minute talent at level 25, right? So if you get to level 25, you suddenly have like a Sheep Stick, an Ethereal Blade, and you can just start one-shotting, you know, half a team on your combo. Yeah. So if he gets to level 25 and if this game goes that late, he's just going to become even more of a monster than he already is.
Right?
It looks like Faceless Void finished his Ags instead of going for the Silver Edge. I really like that.
Yeah. Every time he casts Chrono, good things happen. There hasn't been one bad Chrono yet, and it's very hard for them to not have a great Chrono. Like, how do you mess up Mystic Flare? How do you mess up Earth Splitter? How do you mess up, you know, the range? He's not going to hit his teammates. There's not a lot of room for error with these Chronospheres, so why not get the Agnim's to make sure they have it up more often? Here they go. High ground push, Ricky. Round 2.
Yep, BKB
5
completed
versus
on the
5.
Necrophos as well, so...
Zeus just got his ult.
Does he have Ags? No. He does have Ags. Oh, that's what you mean by has his ult, huh?
Oh no, nice. It just got it. It just came off cooldown.
They're just gonna take this uncontested.
And what's the initiation here? Wait for the creep wave and go in with Centaur?
I mean, Centaur's coming around the back, but they see him. All right,
well, they see him. There's the Chronosphere. Oh my god, you catch the Zeus. That's all you need, but he catches the Zeus and the Dazzle. Now we're going to see counter initiation with an Omni Slash. Dropping Skyroth Mage low. Skyroth Mage is on the pursuit, but he's going to probably outrun the Juggernaut on the back line. We're going to see Centaur once again eat the Reaper Sight. Now Lion is trying to fight a BKB Necrophos. That's not going to do. The Boogeyman teleports on top of you. Takes his life. Juggernaut is the last man standing for Rutgers as the first lane of Rax has gone down, and Pittsburgh sets their eye on the second lane. Look at the CC combination. Nope.
Never mind.
Never mind. Look at
good.
Orange player is going to ping out in the base. And Pittsburgh looks like they may have handled this game. Ricky, great draft and great execution from Pittsburgh this game.
Yeah, this was a dope draft. Obviously, you're going to have to figure out something here if you're Rutgers for game number 2. I think a lot of this game comes down to their poor decisions on the lanes. I think the only reason this draft works so well for Pittsburgh is because Rutgers just let them get away with lanes that they shouldn't have won.
The magical chairs on lanes, that was the most I've ever seen lane swaps in my life, I think. I think I've never even in a professional game seen that many lane swaps. Just constant for the first 5 minutes. And yeah, the Necrophos, who wasn't really getting a good lane, he got a real good
Chrono on
lane.
2.
Well, again, the Zeus and the Dazzle, dude. Dazzle plus anyone is great, but Dazzle plus Zeus might be the best apart from Juggernaut and Dazzle.
Well, I mean, Zeus got his Nimbus, but he didn't get to use it once this game.
Didn't even see it. Prove it, Ricky. So, how are you feeling? So am I safe to say we're loving the teamwork on Pittsburgh? That these guys came in with a plan and they executed it?
I mean, these guys play together very well. I mean, they've started roaming as a team as soon as they needed to be. They have great synergy as far as their heroes go. And like you said, they definitely came in with a plan. So Rutgers has a lot on their plate here. I knew this was a good team here. Like Pittsburgh, very high-rated team. They could be in varsity for sure. So
yeah,
we'll see what Rutgers does for game 2. Smoke up here.
Now, what do you think of Rutgers' team play? Are they outclassed, or can they pull it together in game 2?
They can pull it together. Definitely.
It seems like they've been able to make, especially in the early game, they were picking up all the bounties. Oh, here we go. We have a fight coming out. So the Center's going to initiate it with an Omni Slash. They're going to try and turn on Pittsburgh, but the only person that can take it down is Bane, even with a finger. Elder Titan seems like he's going to be okay. He's dropping all of his spells. There is the Chronosphere with the Mystic's Flare follow-up, and the counter, or the turning initiation for Pittsburgh went a lot better than the initial initiation for Rutgers. We finally got to see it, Ricky. You're right. I got egg on my face. There is a Nimbus.
There is a Nimbus in this game.
Alright, a Fishman is in a Yules. Necrophos. Necrophos' health is as if he hasn't been fighting for a minute straight already. Necrophos does not care.
He just has a passive 30 health regen, and then anytime he presses Q, he just gets like almost 200. He gets like 300 health back.
That is your mid player who is like a mosquito trying to kill Necrophos. Necrophos is healing from Zeus's spells right now. He doesn't even care, man.
Yeah, he just pops pipe. He's like, yeah, whatever.
There we go. Necrophos is returning the favor. Give him a little bit of harass. The supports featuring Zeus, who's essentially doing as much damage as support to this Necrophos. Unable to repel him. Well, Pittsburgh is going to finish off the Ancient. The Double Mystic Flare comes out once again. The Chronosphere, that's the Aghanims at work. Zeus has to watch. Frozen in time. Oh. He actually does stop the Nimbus. Well, I think Pittsburgh's going to take this one, Ricky.
Yeah, it would look like a GG was called, so whew, that is a pretty solid game coming out from Pittsburgh there.
I love it. That was, you know, I think it's hard to not go into junior varsity a little skeptical and be like, okay, so this is a league that's not to be taken as seriously as our varsity matches, where we just had that amazing final between Stony Brook and Rutgers, the Winter Invitational, and then we see play like this, Ricky, and I'm feeling good. I am happy with what I saw.
Yeah, it's very clear that Pittsburgh is an all-star team, and they deserve to be in the semifinals here for the Winter Invitational, and they're looking like they're going to make it to the finals. To be honest, after that game, that was pretty insane play. And if you're Rutgers, do you ban the meta heroes and then let them have this kind of wonky draft again that just stomps you, or do you have to just
not let them do that again?
Yeah. So but then if you let them have the meta heroes, what are they going to play like on those? So this will be interesting. I'm really excited to see just the draft, honestly, for game number 2. It's going to be really fun. So we'll go into that soon, but before we do, there may be some new faces in chat here. We do have a very cool raffle going on.
Ooh,
so for those of you who are just tuning in, we are giving away a Crystal Maiden. Frost Avalanche Arcana here tonight at the end of the stream. So I'm going to put some of the kind of details here on the stream.
So all you have to do to enter is type !raffle and then sing Let It Go and send it to us in Twitch chat.
Yeah, make sure to give it as good of a edit as you can, Windows Movie Maker only, and then send that to Carlo, you know?
Yeah, thank you. And that is technically it's optional. However, I think if you just go for it, right? It's not going to hurt your chances on getting the sweet Arcana. Yeah, let's see what we got. Maybe we're talented in more than just playing Dota here.
Maybe we got some beautiful voices in the chat. Who knows?
Like yours.
Yeah, we also have another giveaway happening on social media. So for those of you who saw that on the stream there, if you follow and retweet a post made by our C-Star League account and our Collegiate Dota account, you'll be able to be put in a raffle to win some sweet swag. And that's going to be happening at the end of the month. But again, we'll be back in just a little bit for game number 2. Stick with us.
See you guys soon.
We're all set. Drive safely.
Drive safely.
We're all set. Drive safely.
Drive safely.
All right, everyone, we are back. Game number 2 between University of Pittsburgh and Rutgers University.
Woo! Hello, Ricky. Welcome back.
Yes, I'm quite excited to see just the draft here, as we saw a bunch of kind of obscure things we haven't seen before. So I'm really curious to see what Pittsburgh comes up with this time.
Now, respect bands. Are they? It doesn't look like we're seeing any respect bands, which is what we were talking about prior to our break.
Yeah, they decided to go with kind of those meta bands. They banned the Grimstroke and the Doom. But again, that's leaving open this like first pick Necro that just did so much work. But maybe they'll come with the Elder Titan. That is the good band. That is the one they needed to get rid of. Actually,
yeah, he comboed. He was the glue. Well, Pittsburgh gets first pick. Elder Titan is out. Part of the strength of Necrophos was the Elder Titan. I doubt we're going to see him first picked again.
I definitely agree. I think Pittsburgh probably has some other ideas here for first pick. There's a lot of good heroes just available. The one that first comes to my mind is Lich. So
yeah,
we'll see what they do.
It. Would you first pick a Lifestealer?
Probably not.
No? Okay.
Because the other team can just pick an Ursa and then suddenly your game's really hard.
Yeah. Okay. Reserve time. And we're going to see a first pick. There it is. Ricky, you called it.
Easy clap.
Time and time again.
What can I say? I'm really bad at this game. I just watch drafts a lot.
That's the real meat and potatoes.
Yeah.
Is Juggernaut going to have to get block picked? You think? Or are there other counters? Juggernaut they might grab.
Yeah, I think you're actually more worried about them going Sven. Because if they pick a Juggernaut, there's still a lot of things that you can go, but if you let them get this like Lich Sven that we've been seeing, that seems like it's more disgusting than the Lich Juggernaut of last patch.
Oh, okay. I like it.
To me, it seems like the new Lich Juggernaut, you know?
Mm-hmm. So you just can't deal with Sven with Frost Armor.
Yes.
Okay. Centaur gets picked up again by Rutgers. He hit his stomps once he got Blink Dagger. The Blink Dagger felt late, and he wasn't too scary in the laning phase. Maybe that wasn't a good representation, because again, the Centaur player was hitting, Knight Solaire was hitting great stomps once the Blink Dagger was picked up.
Yeah, he did really well with it, so I'm not that surprised. I like the pick overall.
5 seconds.
What are we going to see? Number 2. So that's their offlaner. So Sven is open. Unless they want to go support Centaur. 4 legs, position 4. Something like that.
Yeah, they could.
We're going to see his beautiful cosmetics again.
True. I will say, that guy has some pretty solid Centaur cosmetics. That's a reason to pick the hero all on its own.
Right. Now, what? They're stumped, man, going into this.
I feel like you should have a better idea right now at this point, right? Like,
yeah.
Go the Dazzle. Okay, they go the Phoenix. I was like, are they going to go to the just Centaur Dazzle again? But I like the Phoenix, actually. More team fight for them overall. It's actually a really good hero against Centaur, so kind of remove that from the pool as well.
Well, Centaur can get you out of the egg too, but one thing to point out about Phoenix is he's not concerned. When Phoenix uses Supernova, he doesn't care how hard you hit, like a hero like Sven, who hits insanely hard. It's just number of attacks. And now Sven does have a decently fast, is built to have decently fast attack speed. Using Supernova is kind of like taunting Sven off of whatever he wants to be hitting, because he needs to go and help break the egg or get out. And actually, they do take the Necrophos again.
Lich Necro. That is a lot of magic damage.
That's double undead pickup.
Yeah, I hear that is a -5 armor aura, right?
Pretty good. I like the synergies here.
Those jokes are never going to get old as long as that mod is popular.
Are you still playing auto chess?
Oh, you know it. It's a lot of fun.
Nice. I played a couple games today. Now, have you checked out Apex Legends at all?
I have not. It's one of those things where I don't really enjoy playing shooters as much as I would rather just enjoy watching them. I feel like I'd have to spend so much time trying to get good at it, and I hate being bad at games. So
right.
It's like one of those things where if I go to play it, I'd have to put like hundreds of hours into the game to like not be upset.
Yeah.
I just don't have that time.
Have you been? I mean, completely fair. Have you been part of Shroud's 1,000 view count?
I mean, 100,000.
100,000? Yeah. What did I say? 1,000?
Yeah, the dude's casually sitting at 110,000 viewers, like pretty regularly every day.
How convenient that the new big game just happens to be a BR shooter, fast pace.
Yeah,
I love it. I'm very happy.
Shroud's
for
wet
Shroud.
dream right there.
I think if there's any streamer that should like be just crushing it like this, I'm happy at Shroud.
Yeah,
be
he's a guy who got his fame just based on skill, not anything else.
Yeah, and he's a very nice guy. He's not out swearing. He's not being toxic. He's a good person for people to watch, I think.
Agreed.
You also get the Twitch like dream. Like I remember when Hearthstone came out, I used to describe Trump of all people because Trump grinded arena. I'm like, he's what you want when you want to watch a Twitch stream of a game. It's just someone casually winning over and over and over again. It's like that's what you want to see on Twitch, or at least that's what I like to see on Twitch. Is someone just owning over and over again.
Agreed. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what people get when they tune into our stream. It's just me and you, Ricky, owning every single stream.
Dude, it's like we're the best casters in NA.
It is exactly like that, and I
agree.
Now I'm picking up a second flapper. What's the flapper synergy?
Well, unfortunately, I don't think they have any synergies yet. I'm sure they're looking to add them into the game here at some point. Actually, Our World I don't even think is in the game, so I don't even know. I don't know how they did that. This must be a mod.
How did they do that?
I actually really like OD into the Necrophos. It's really solid. It's kind of like a classic counter, right? He pops Ghost Shroud, you just Astral him, and then he comes out, and then you just keep bashing into him.
Yeah, and you can Astral the person who gets Reaper Scythe.
Yeah, it's a really good pick.
Mm-hmm. Now counter.
Overall, oh, go ahead.
Sniper was taken out by Pittsburgh too.
Yeah, the hard counter to OD.
Maybe they wanted it.
It's possible, actually, and Skywrath Mage is banned too, so they're gonna have to come up with something interesting for this mid lane. Trying to think of heroes that deal well with OD. That's probably a support Rubik.
All right.
I don't think you can put core Rubik mid into an OD. That sounds pretty bad.
I am not. I love Rubik as a hero, but it's not doing it for me this game, Ricky. I loved the damage output from Pittsburgh last game, and Rubik is not screaming damage output to me.
Yeah.
10 seconds remaining.
I would agree. I really want Sons of Seb here to pick up a strong, safe lane carry that can just deal with Necrophos, right? That was the biggest problem they had last time. Juggernaut is still available if they decide to go with Juggernaut again. A hero that is not bad at dealing with Necrophos. The problem is Pittsburgh just kept dodging the lanes.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of heroes that are good against Necro, so we'll see. I would like
the options. Disruptor. Have not seen him in a while. One of my favorite. There's Lifestealer. Lifestealer dumps on Disruptor. Lifestealer just slaughters Disruptor. Lifestealer doesn't care about Disruptor at all.
Yeah.
Disruptor is food for Lifestealer. I have played this matchup a lot, and it's just miserable for Disruptor.
Disruptor's like, I'll glimpse you. Just kidding.
He walks through kinetic field. He doesn't care about any, Rage just beats Disruptor. And, you can even go Blink Lifestealer and just get on top of the Disruptor, and there's nothing he can do. He will die before Rage ends.
Yeah.
Unless he has a Glimmer or a Ghost Shroud or a Force to get away.
I was actually going to recommend that Sons of Seb, pick the Ursa, actually, in the last phase there. Because I anticipated Pittsburgh to go Lifestealer. And if you pick the Ursa there, it's a huge counter to the Lifestealer, and I was afraid they'd ban it, but I guess they banned Phantom Lancer for some reason, which I do not understand. It's good against Necrophos, and maybe this is a core Rubik, and so they're like, all right, we need to ban... No, there's no way it's a core Rubik. Okay, yeah, this is 100% the mid laner they're still picking.
Yeah.
But I don't think PL ban makes a lot of sense to me. I don't think that hero's very good right now.
Not feeling it.
So, I mean, if they don't ban the Ursa and Sons of Seb are left with an Ursa pick, I think you 100% pick Ursa.
Yeah. Well, they need a taxi for Lifestealer, or they should pick up a taxi for Lifestealer. Ursa can get a Blink Dagger if Pittsburgh wants to snake it out. What do you think Pittsburgh wants?
Kunka's still in the pool. I don't know how well he does against OD.
And OD has a good save.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what heroes that are in the pool are still good against Outworld Devour.
And can break egg, or help break the egg.
Yeah. Oh, wow. I didn't even think about that. That's actually the necessary for Lifestealer to do. Clinks, maybe? Okay.
Earth? So it's a core Rubik.
It is core Rubik.
Sick. I mean, on paper, I like Pittsburgh lineup, but already against even just the 4 heroes from Rutgers, I'm not feeling it.
It feels like they're lacking a lot of damage.
Earth Spirit's not breaking an egg.
The Lifestealer is the only way that happens. I think
Lifestealer has to use Rage to break it, and Lifestealer has a lot of other reasons he wants to use Rage.
Your hero.
Oh, I don't like that pick.
The Anti-Mage feels like it really felt to me that Rutgers could have ran away with the game in that last pick, and Anti-Mage is not that scary.
I'm like almost positive if you just pick Ursa here, you can end the game in 25-30 minutes.
Earth Spirit hates Ursa too.
Yeah,
Anyone
Ursa
who
just
doesn't
runs
mind
through
getting
every
jumped
single
right
hero
on
their team.
Yeah. Unfortunate. Anti-Mage it just feels like that Rutgers took their draft in a completely different direction with the Anti-Mage pickup.
Like the Anti-Mage isn't bad, right? It's good against this 3 really high intellect core team, especially like 2 of them are cores, right? You have Necro and Rubik, both core intellect heroes. So like on paper, this is a good Anti-Mage game. The downside is you're gonna have to take this late for Anti-Mage to like be viable, because I don't think he's gonna do well in the lane at all.
Yeah,
I think his lane's gonna be really bad.
Yeah. Who would you, apart from Ursa, is there anyone else you think would have, what about a troll pickup?
You could have picked the safe lane Sven and just won the game. 100%.
Sven would also be pretty sick.
You could have just picked the safe lane Sven. You guys would have tons of damage block, like a good initiation.
I mean, we'll see what the Anti-Mage does, because I actually, as much as Anti-Mage isn't as popular as he has been in the past, and as much as he has this kind of weird split push into picks up an Abyssal and kills everyone playstyle, I have been seeing him have a very high win rate in this patch.
Yeah.
Just because even though the game style of Anti-Mage doesn't mesh completely with the game style of the other 4 heroes on Rutgers, in my opinion, I do still think Anti-Mage's kind of play style he's just a hero that can win the game if left unchecked.
Yep, exactly. Well, let's go ahead and introduce the sides here of these teams. I'll go ahead and start off with Pittsburgh here. We've got Bush playing the Rubik. We've got Monkey on Earth Spirit. Tao is going to be playing Lifestealer. We've got WYP on the Necrophos, and Ichigo playing the Lich.
Let me tell you about the Sons of Seb here as the game is paused, and we remember to stand up and stretch between matches.
Yes.
Brog Protection is playing my man Disruptor. That is an Orc synergy. Phoenix is being played by Hammersmark. Centaur Warrunner, aka War Blinker, is being picked up by Knight Solaire. Timbal, the Madman Drafter himself, is playing Outworld Devour with the saves. And Anti-Mage, the very fancy carry, is being played by Ostrovsky.
Can we just point out this Anti-Mage has no hats?
None. What the heck?
Wait,
dude?
no, he has 1 weapon actually.
Oh man. And he's a Dota Plus Bronze. Is level 5.
How's this possible?
If you're not a gold Dota Plus level on your hero, don't put him in my game.
Well, hopefully players get back from the door here soon. Luckily, not a bladder break as we normally see here in CSL, but
you ready to
close.
play? Yeah. As soon as we get in, I need to go to the washroom, though. Thanks. Thank you. But I'm ready. So where's the danger zone right now? A Centaur and Disruptor bottom. Can they kill a Necrophos? Necrophos is really weak at level 1.
Necrophos is really weak in the first few levels. I think they can't kill him, but this couple points in Thunderstrike, I think is what you do. You'll go 2 points in Thunderstrike and just try and out harass Necrophos.
Yeah.
Because you can't let him just solo lane against the Centaur. We saw what happened last time, and he just got completely out of control.
Yeah.
Top lane is going to be Phoenix and Anti-Mage versus what is going to be a tri-lane of Lich, Lifestealer, and Earth Spirit.
30 seconds to battle.
Yeah.
I don't know how you win that lane. I like.
Earth Spirit is not really a tri-laner.
Yeah, you have to roam eventually.
Exactly, yeah. But he's going to do well with Lich, for sure.
They saw Necro place that ward bot, right? They had to.
It would have been in vision of their ward, yes.
I don't know if
All
they
right,
saw
well,
it.
Centaur's going to take bottom, so top lane we're going to see a bit of a skirmish, Earth Spirit versus Phoenix. Earth Spirit with a shield and an Orb of Venom, and only tangos. Very aggressive build. He's here to beat some booty. He's going
here's
to
the
get hit by
tri-lane again.
Thunderstrike. No, Thunderstrike is a very high damage spell. They actually
it's-
buffed it. Holy cow, 45 damage. Used to be 40.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good spell.
That is what lets Disruptor play the lane, because his other two spells are not too scary in the laning phase.
So Centaur, learning from last game, not even going to try and lane against the Necro. He's just going to wave pull. He actually has to do this. The downside is he's not like a Darkseer where you can farm the medium camp quickly, or like an Axe. So
Yeah.
he won't farm as fast as some of the other offlaners, but he won't at least get completely destroyed.
Yeah. And here he goes, and he just picks up Retaliate. He has a shield and a lot of regen. He actually gets the preemptive Tango, and just goes right on in. Well, that's it. That's what he's going to do.
All right, I guess that
The-
works.
The tri-lane situation is kind of funny, actually, if you look at it. Once we're seeing a tri-lane versus tri-lane, but there's like, who's the tri-lane hero here? Like, Lich isn't bad. Okay. Lifestealer isn't terrible.
Lysol doesn't want tri-lanes at all. He hates tri-lanes. He needs like dual lanes at most because you don't want to be starving for experience. This is a hero that like really needs levels.
He doesn't have any way to catch up, really. Earth Spirit's not a tri-lane hero. They're just, I feel like each team's just tri-laning because the other team is.
Yeah. It's kind of funny, actually.
Like, yeah, there's not really a lot of tri-lane synergy here. I mean,
Disruptor
Animage
got a
is
good
terrible.
pull off, so they're going to be in a little bit of an experience lead here.
Earth Spirit has, I mean,
He's
I'm
in a
able
lot
to
of
hit a
trouble,
roll
actually.
yet. He's surrounded. Yeah, Thunderstrike and this creep. What is he doing?
He's dead. That's just first blood. Alrighty. I think
That's
he's...
just first blood, Ricky.
Yeah, I thought he was... Maybe he thought he could like make a play onto the Disruptor, but you're a level 1 Earth Spirit, so I don't know what the plan was there.
He has an extremely aggressive item build. Like, he just wants to go in and put his whole,
Speaking
like,
of Earth
just
Spirit, look at
fully
bottom.
commit. There we go. He misses the roll on Centaur. Centaur had no sight of that.
Yeah,
he's going to chase him
he
down.
just dodged back.
He does have Orb of Venom, but he's giving him retaliation stacks. There's the War Stomp. We have a Rolling Boulder in 3, 2, 1. Centaur's going to juke this. Oh, maybe not. He goes
I
on him.
think
Earth Spirit needs
he
to
might
pick up
be
the
able to-
invisibility
oh,
rune.
nice.
He's going to go and try and put Orb of Venom back on him. Bounty runes are up now. Or that's the first one still. Wow.
That one was still there.
That is a lucky find. Well, Rolling Boulder in 1 second. Centaur has to dodge. Centaur does not dodge. Earth Spirit may have made a boo-boo top, but he got himself back on the scoreboard bottom.
Slowly picks away at the Centaur there. So that's like an interesting kill for sure.
That was a 3 Rolling Boulder kill. That's a 16-second cooldown move.
Oh my gosh, Rubik in this mid lane is going to be a rough deal for OD because he actually just hits him with the Fade Bolt and OD suddenly has no damage to last it with. And OD can secure last hits with Astral though, so that's his like saving grace, but it's still going to be very difficult.
Yeah. And even there we go. Now 3 versus 2. Lich and Lifestealer are actually making some moves, dropping Phoenix very low.
He needs to be very careful. If he pops Retaliate, he can just kill him. Bottom lane, yeah, he did. He does a lot of damage.
God, not again, Earth Spirit. Why is he fighting him like this?
He's going to kick him away. Yeah.
How does he get the most damage out of it? 9 retaliation stacks about to go down. Okay, and Earth Spirit just wants to mess with him. Centaur definitely wins this. Earth Spirit just trying to be a nuisance, potentially put him in kill range, and there's the teleportation. Bottom, Lich is here. Lich has to make the right decision here. An Ice Armor into a Rolling Boulder. Great combination. The Warstone's going to come out stunning the Earth Spirit. There is no double edge to follow up. Earth Spirit just using the Ice Armor to kite, and Deathball's going to take him out. That's regen and a kill. I like that. Very well done from Earth Spirit.
This is exactly what we
everyone.
talked about, right? Like, he's just not a hero that clears the wave quickly, and that's what puts you up for kill threat because this Necrophos clears the wave under his tower, and then he just comes over and can get a kill with a +1.
Yeah.
And you have no real escape on a Centaur. He's not like a Darkseer. He can just surge himself out, or a Monkey King. Or no,
And,
I don't know why. But
There's not many better heroes than Necrophos to be playing against someone who wants to cut their wave.
yeah,
Necrophos has no problem just fighting an entire creep wave and getting all the CS. He gets the regen from it.
yeah, exactly.
So he's not ever going to get bullied out from just taking creep damage.
I guess.
Lifestealer does want some support bottom, but Lich is here, or top rather. Lich is here. Lifestealer is scary, but yeah, as you were saying, he wants one more boy.
Bottom tower
Yeah, and look at what's happened in mid lane here.
Gosh, Rubik's just doing what he used to do.
26 and 8 to 12 and 2.
Fantastic job from Rubik. What's Rubik's big steal this game? Supernova maybe, or does he not want to put himself
He
in that
doesn't really
risk?
even need
casting it?
Supernova. Like, there's
Or
just...
Stampede.
Yeah, there's a lot of good spells that he can take. Actually, top lane, Stravinsky,
Dire's middle
just doing a
tower
lot of damage onto this Lifestealer.
One thing actually with the we're gonna see a Rubik
Centaur
teleport
again.
here to Shrine.
is under
Rubik showed up for the Centaur kill. There's the Fade Bolt. He has Telekinesis coming up. He grabs him, pulls him, smacks him. He's done. Top lane, we're gonna see Lich in a lot of trouble, but a Raging Nyx is gonna force back Rutgers. Now Nyx is on the retreat. No one dies. A lot of spells and mana have been used, but Anti-Mage is at full health and mana, whereas the players on Pittsburgh are quite the opposite. Not exactly, though.
Well, level 6 picked up there from Outworld. He actually does go for Sanity's Eclipse. That is a little interesting to me. I don't see him using that anytime soon. That's weird. Yeah.
Speaking of alts, the Anti-Mage pick offers Blink to Rubik. Like, I actually love playing Rubik against Anti-Mage because you just get
That's
the
a
Blink.
good point. That's a really
Makes
good
it
point.
very easy. Like, it's just having the Blink can set you up for having a Blink stun early on.
Almost all of Disruptor's spells are really good too. If he gets
Actually,
Glimpse...
the thing is, though, yeah, Glimpse is good, but Static Storm really needs to be chained with Kinetic Field. Static Storm without Kinetic Field kind of sucks.
You can Static Storm them into a lift,
Yes, you definitely can do
but
that.
then you're kind of just overlapping like stuns essentially, but it's like, it's a lot of damage still.
is under attack.
Yeah, Glimpse is definitely still good to be stolen, but that's the thing about Disruptor, is he wants to combo
Look at
spells
this.
together. We're going to see a roll in on Phoenix. Phoenix dies before he can even Icarus dive.
Oh boy, I didn't even see that. I just looked bottom and saw Necrophos just chasing Solaire across the map, and he has Reaper's Sight, so this is a kill if he decides. Oh, he
Uh-oh,
actually doesn't have the mana now.
Is under attack.
Doesn't have the mana. He's going for it. He's in aura range. He's slowly ticking down. Slowly ticking down. Finds him. Another War Stomp coming out. Yeah, oh man. He's gonna heal up. I don't think it's worth it for Necrophos anymore.
No,
I was waiting for
definitely
the Wand Scythe instead of the Death Pulse.
Is under attack.
Yeah, I didn't know if he was going to get the mana to Wand Scythe, but he went for the Death Pulse, maybe thinking he had enough damage. But underestimated Shrine.
Yep. Okay,
lane, another
well,
roll.
there's another
Off
roll
mark.
going on Anti-Mage. Kinetic Field, not the scariest spell in the game.
Yeah, especially like you pointed out earlier against a Life Stealer.
Phoenix got some D-wards going on. Bottom lane Necrophos is doing Necrophos things, getting out of control.
Centaur TP'd mid, I think. I don't know why. Maybe to bring OD
Uh-oh,
something.
that's not good. Necrophos... What's the Necrophos CS looking like? He's got to have close to perfect, right? He's been
35
almost
and 12.
uncontested. Jeez. He's doing well. Doing just as well, almost as well as an anti-mage. A fantastic hero for getting CS.
Yeah, I'm
Anti-Mage
surprised
does have the
Anti-Mage has as
pressure.
much CS as he does in this lane.
Yeah, against 3 heroes.
Yeah, that's pretty solid. You have to give props where it's due.
Well, look at the equilibrium. It's been underneath Rutgers Tower almost the entire game. So it's very safe for anti-mage.
Actually, now that I think about it, for a while, the two supports of Pittsburgh were rotating bottom to get kills. So it's actually not that not that abnormal, right? Because they killed the Centaur like 2 or 3 times. Those
Yeah.
rotations. So Anti-Mage should definitely be ahead in CS. So this makes sense.
Okay. Well, it looks like we might see a fight. There's a Frost Blast on anti-mage. No.
These lanes are kind of uneventful right now. I think they really just want to keep Anti-Mage alive, and Lich is just slowly whittling him down.
Yeah.
Ooh, mid lane. Can he get this kill?
I don't think he's going to get it, but both bottom lane and mid lane are going in favor of Pittsburgh, even though they're going slowly. Top lane, however, we're going to see an open wounds on Phoenix, followed by Ice Armored Earth Spirit rolling in and kicking him back. They're going to take Phoenix out now. Lifestealer is under the fire of the tower. He gets away with his insane movement speed. My god, with phase boots. Anti-Mage just turns attention to Earth Spirit, but because Earth Spirit has no mana to burn, Anti-Mage does not do a lot of damage with his auto attacks. Phoenix dies. What happened to OD?
Yeah, I was actually had my camera mid. Rubik was chasing OD, and then OD ran into an illusion, and for some reason he like thought it was the real Rubik again, and I don't know how. So he like tried to hide behind a tree, and then the real Rubik caught up and just killed him.
Top lane, we're going to see Earth Spirit go in. He gets the Frost Shield. OD is going to teleport in. OD grabs the Rubik first thing. Payback from mid lane, starts beating down on the Earth Spirit. The Sinister Gaze is going to pull OD right into where Pittsburgh probably wants him. Just kidding. Pittsburgh is completely surrounded and low health. They're going to get taken out. Now Lifestealer and Lich have fallen. Earth Spirit's next up to die. 3 for O. They're going to chase the Rubik. Rubik is still potentially in a position to try and turn this. He goes and vanishes the Phoenix. Right? He has no mana. Rubik doesn't have a TP scroll. And they see that he doesn't have a TP scroll.
He'll get out.
He's being pursued. Yeah, it looks like he's going to be okay unless we see a teleporter to the mid tower from Rutgers. Actually, Rubik turning around on Phoenix. He wants to go for this. There is a shrine that's not activatable. Rubik is in trouble. Disruptor is here. He goes with the kinetic field, level 1. Rubik is going to throw him back. Again, this is level 1. They're going to give a Stampede slow. Great job by Disruptor. Goes and gets the double damage rune. Icarus dive in from Phoenix. He doesn't commit because he's low. Earth Spirit here to counter. Rubik is taken out to the Astral Imprisonment, but now it looks like actually Earth Spirit's not in trouble. They're going to take Disruptor out from Pittsburgh. Going to take Disruptor out. Earth Spirit's going to roll away from Outworld Devour, who's being pelted by snowballs from Lich.
Yeah, that was an interesting play there from Rubik. He kind of like went back for the Phoenix, and a little bit of a greedy play there, but I mean, it's not the worst idea.
I feel like if you're playing Rubik mid, though, you're playing it to be cocky, and that's the play you're going to make on a Rubik mid.
Yeah.
I never go to base. I'm always fighting. I'm just here to outplay you. He actually has a Midas queued up, too.
Yeah, it's going to be a farmed Rubik if he manages to get it at good timing. So take a look at net worth, though. Necro, number 1. Anti-Mage, really close behind, number 2. So he's doing pretty solid right now. He's only level 6, but he managed to find a lot of farms, so he's got that Wraith, double Wraithband treads. And if he does get a decently timed Battle Fury, he could run away with this game for sure.
But getting the first foothold on the game, we see an assault from Pittsburgh on the top lane. 12 minutes in, Earth Spirit's still looking for his ult. Rubik has showed up. Rubik and Necrophos are the same level. Bottom lane, though, this is where the action's happening. A level 7 Knight Solaire Centaur is being chased down by level 6 Lifestealer. The Open Wounds has been used. 2 other heroes from Rutgers are posturing up on Lifestealer. Lifestealer uses his rage. He's going to TP out. The mana break is going to interrupt it. There's a glimpse on Disruptor in just a moment. They're going to not use it. They're going to try and kill him with Thunderstrike, and he drops the Thunderstrike. Now Earth Spirit is here. He's going to start beating down Anti-Mage. There's a teleport in from Lich. It seems like Rutgers could turn this, but instead they're going to commit to running away from both support players. They don't want to spend any more time with Anti-Mage not hitting creeps.
Yeah, I mean, they lose tier 1 top. The bottom tier 1 tower is getting really low. It actually might fall into Dust.
Oh, Stampede is used. They're going to get a catch on Rubik mid. Here we go. Centaur Stomp. Line it up perfectly, my friend. Great job. Now he's getting orbed up. There's a Chain Frost coming out into Sinister Gaze. However, the Chain Frost is bouncing the wrong way. No, just kidding. It goes right back to Centaur, baby. And right back to Odie. They're doing a great job of keeping the ball alive on Rutgers after killing Rubik.
He's
checking out Necrophos.
Yeah. Trying to get a little cheeky Reaper Scythe from the backside.
What's his first item? He's holding on to 2,400 net worth right now. But 2,400 net worth in your pocket is not as good as 24 net worth of items in your backpack.
I think he's deciding, right? I don't think he wants to go a Blink Dagger. That would be kind of greedy. Yeah. So he might be opting for a similar item as last game, either
I love the
pipe or the Holy Locket.
I loved the Holy Locket.
On the back end, though, actually.
Okay, there we go. Earth Spirit goes in after catching a Disruptor. Disruptor drops his ult. Static Storm has been stolen by Rubik. We'll see what he can do with it. We do see an ult from OD that kills only a Lich. Not looking good. Reaper Scythe is going to take out the Centaur on the back line. OD wants to show up, but he is not able to do enough damage, so he decides to reposition. They find Necrophos, a hero that is notorious for not having any mobility, and they try and chase him down, but Earth Spirit's low.
Oof, he barely survives.
Zone Rutgers out, and that is the teamwork we are looking for from Pittsburgh.
Man, they should get the tower deny in mid here. If they do this correctly. There it goes.
Rubik getting fancy here. What did he steal? Fire Spirits.
Oh, he stole Fire Spirits. I thought he stole Dive.
I mean, what are Phoenix's spell icons, right? They're all just some sort of ring of fire. Some sort of fire projectile.
This is true. Fire Spirits on Rubik is actually insane. I just realized, like, it's going to increase the burn duration and the damage.
Yeah, that's actually crazy. I didn't even consider that. The synergy is insane. Okay, and there it is. We have a smoke coming out from Rubik, who's holding an invisibility rune. He's being joined by Lich, who has nothing of note, and Earth Spirit of nothing of note in their inventory. They're going to catch out on the Phoenix. They have a silence. They catch him. Now, Disruptor is up next. The Kinetic Field is going to hold them on the lowdown. Great play by Disruptor. But we're going to see Pittsburgh rotate to the bottom lane with Lifestealer. This puts 4 heroes here. It looks like they might try and push a T2, as all T1s have been taken.
15-minute runes are coming, and Centaur just going to sneak right behind him and take that rune.
Take
Also,
him,
can you do
babe.
me a favor? Tell me what you think of this item build here off Disruptor.
Midas, Disruptor. Ricky, I'm going to put you on the level here. I hate it. You need a Glimmer... In my opinion, you need a Glimmer Cape, a Force Staff, or... hold on, he's going to get a Stampede. They got a Kinetic Field, Static Storm on Lifesteal. They're going to miss the War Stomp, but they're going to take him out with the double edge.
That's a great
job.
kill.
And now there's a counter initiation. Earth Spirit is rolled on in. He gets the slow and the silence on a Will Devour. A Glimpse is going to slow down the assault from Pittsburgh a little bit, and it looks like Rutgers is going to get away. In fact, Rutgers might try and turn
I
it
would
around.
have loved for them to have re-engaged here with the egg. That would have been a super sick play.
Back to the Disruptor. I think that Lifestealer can roll over Disruptor because of the Midas. The Midas is greedy in a normal game, but in a game where your hero is essentially being hard countered by the position 1 of the other team, you cannot afford to be food for that player.
Yeah.
And Midas is a lot of net worth committed to not dealing with the issue of you becoming food for the Lifestealer.
Yeah, and he it's kind of working out for him right now just because of how far behind this Lifestealer is. He just has an armlet, and
Well, yeah, Lifestealer is not doing well. Look at the net worth of Disruptor and the net worth of Lifestealer right
yeah,
beside
I was
each
gonna
other.
say, if you look at Lifestealer's net worth, like, he did not do well in tri-lane, and that's what I said earlier. I was like, Lifestealer hates tri-lanes.
Yes, you did.
You would rather just put him in a like positive matchup, get an early Midas, and then start snowballing that game. And this is kind of what happens when you get put in this like odd tri-lane.
Yeah. Even this is such an ideal game.
Anti-mage blinks right into 4.
Oh my god.
Your Flex
and the
Reaper Scythe at
counter.
least, so...
I mean, still taken down, dodges the death penalty.
So, it looks like Necro is going...
Okay. Lifestealer, do they have a glimpse? Do they have a glimpse?
They don't
Do
have
they have
vision.
the sight for the glimpse? They don't have the sight. They can get a Rubik here, though. They can glimpse a Rubik here. They glimpse him all the way across the map.
Yo, they're
There's
just going
a-
Lifestealer. What? Okay.
Oh.
That was odd.
I was hoping-
they glimpsed Rubik. I thought they were going to Centaur ult back in to go on the Lifestealer. I had no rage.
I was hoping for Rubik to steal the glimpse and hit the Disruptor and kill him there.
That would have been pretty dope. That would have been a dope play.
Right?
Yeah, Necro is going Radiance, by the way. That's what he was saving for.
Okay. He has been playing like away from his team. And
Yeah,
so
I
that's
like
gonna,
the Radiance.
Yeah, it's going to apply so much more pressure when he's solo, but it was also going to give him, he's going to help him team fight as well with the team, with the mischance and the high damage output. Now, the only concern is he'll need to grab something to tank him up, because that's, again, like just a strictly damage item. Radiance, no stats, there's the survivability from mischance. What's a great item that might help him out? Maybe we'll see a Guardian Locket again after that.
Yeah, the thing that's interesting is we talked about in the draft is it felt like Pittsburgh was just lacking a lot of damage in their draft. This Radiance is going to help out a ton.
Yes.
So really good itemization choice there. I just heard an Infest, but no, he was just eating a creep in the jungle to farm fast. Good dire scan, so they know that Radiance postured up behind the tower. They're actually going to reveal themselves now.
Well, yeah. Earth Spirit could be a taxi for Lifestealer as well in fights, which I think is what they want to aim for. But I think right now Lifestealer's not even looking to fight, which isn't a good position to be in as a Lifestealer.
Yeah, he's
Not a
pretty
hero
far
known
behind.
to catch up. He's not a hero that's going to catch up very well. And he's not even a hero that really farms that well. He wants to farm heroes, not
Yeah,
creeps.
he also went Armlet, which I think is a very outdated build. I don't think you can ever go Armlet first on this hero right now.
You like the Sanjanyasha?
I think either Sanj and Yash, bottom lane though, glimpse into Static Storm. If they can kill the Necro, it's pretty huge.
He's about to walk
Yep,
out, and
there
he
he
gets the Ghost Shroud into the magical damage mana
Top
void,
lane,
and
though,
even
same
on the
time.
other side of the
Centaur.
map. Both offlaners killed, however, with Necrophos being top in net worth. That is definitely the bigger kill.
And it goes to the anti-mage too, you know, that's a big deal. He picked up his Battle Fury before that. He's like pretty close to getting his Yasha now, so this Anti-Mage, we said in the draft, like if he gets ahead early, this is going to be a hard game for Pittsburgh to deal with him, so I dig it.
Yeah.
Just didn't felt like he should have gotten the start that he did, but...
Alright. Phoenix is in trouble here. Phoenix is slowed. Phoenix is silenced. Phoenix is fade bolted. Phoenix is force staff. Phoenix is supernova. And Pittsburgh is retreating.
That was a panic nova if I've ever seen it. He was just spamming the R button and then got forced out by Outworld.
Well, he's level 7 at 20 minutes. He's not feeling too good about his game right now.
Yeah. Runes are up, and are they gonna get... How many? They're gonna get 3? Yeah.
Okay. Slowing down the game again. Now, who's benefiting from the game slowing down?
I feel like it has to be...
Anti-Mage, farming faster than anyone else on the map.
Yeah, I feel like it has to be Rutgers, right? They have an Anti-Mage, they have an Outworld Devourer who farms very fast just in general because of the way they reworked the hero. And then you have a Midas on a support, so... And Phoenix is going on Midas. Alright, I actually don't understand what's going on here.
Well, check out the gold per minute tab. Necrophos and Anti-Mage are almost neck and neck in GPM. Anti-Mage is a little bit higher than Necrophos, but with the Radiance, Necrophos is doing a fantastic job, although Necrophos... Oh, he's not blocking a camp.
Yeah, Necro loves this type of game, right? Where he just gets to free farm and no one can stop him. This is what happened last time as well. Actually, Glimpse in the mid lane, I don't know where they were sending Lifestealer, but he doesn't care.
Nope.
This is just like last game. Necrophos gets a really good start. He's a hero that's very item dependent, but with items, Necro can be one of the scariest heroes in Dota 2. He's not someone you want to play late game against.
Yeah, if he doesn't get put down and kept down, he has no problem scaling with items and levels. Now Stampede is used defensively. Our Spirit wants to go in. Our Spirit cannot follow this up. He's already used his Rolling Boulder. He uses the Boulder Smash. He's going to miss on Centaur. Night Solaire is going to run away. Our Spirit's going in again, actually. Luckily, he's saved by Glints from that overextension.
That was a little bit of a weird tower push, or like go from Night Solaire there. He just like decides to run into the mid tower. You kind of see the two heroes posture on the high ground, but all 5 of Pittsburgh were there. So he just immediately pops Stampede and runs away. Kind of a funny little engagement.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a button, he wants to press it, but it is leading to his T2 mid getting pressured. Not a good thing against Anti-Mage. Anti-Mage still wants quite a bit more time to do his thing. However, speaking of Anti-Mage, bottom lane, he's pushing the T2. He's going to take it before Pittsburgh takes theirs.
Yeah, they got the 4. They should be able to defend in tower here. They have OD, and they have the egg. I feel like if they want to commit, they could defend, but no, looks like they're not going to try.
Anti-Mage wants to go T3s.
Yeah, Anti-Mage has his T2. Centaur working on his T2 as well, actually.
And looks like they're going to the Centaur. Anti-Mage is going to push. He sees everyone teleporting for Centaur. He knows that he's safe to hit T3. This is insane for Rutgers. They love this.
He got the tower.
And look at bottom. Now the teleports are coming out, and Anti-Mage just leaves.
Yeah, and over here in the river, though, we talked about Disruptor versus Lifestealer. That doesn't feel very good. Just walks right out of the ult.
Yeah, Kinetic Field and Static Storm used nothing. All
he
it did was
didn't pick up a Glimmer. He actually had a Glimmer Cape in his quick buy for a while, and now he switched to a Force Staff. So
I mean, Force Staff will work. It's just the problem is that's an example of him dying because he didn't have a saving item. However, if he's only going to cost him 1 death to go Midas for the saving item, it's probably worth it to go Midas.
Yeah, it definitely is.
He was not punished for the Midas pickup at all.
Centaur is a hero that's kind of falling off, unfortunately, for me. Like, he doesn't feel like he's farming very well. He just has
He doesn't have a Blink Dagger.
Yeah.
He can't do anything. That's why we see him using Stampede, is because he doesn't have his mobility item.
Rubik almost has Aghanim Scepter, actually. This is going to be a big deal once he gets it. There's a lot of good spells to steal here for an Ags bonus. Oh my god, I just realized if he steals Astral with an Aghanim Scepter, he gets the charges and it puts heroes under for like 5 seconds.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Is it more than 5 seconds? What's the amp? 20 spell? Okay, never mind. It's like just shy of 6 seconds is how long it puts people under for. So like taking a fight and suddenly not having 2 of your heroes for 6 seconds could be a pretty big deal.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
God, I love Rubik Aghanims. It's so much fun. Picks up the cast damage. Doesn't go for the Fade Bolt hero attack.
Radiant's middle
I guess the only people... Oh, actually, we're going to see mid lane. Stampede once again used defensively. Lice armor... Lice armor. Not actually what it's called. It's actually called Frost Shield, not Ice Armor or Lice Armor on Lice Stealer. Rage Life Stealer with Frost Shield. Very scary.
Yeah, it seems pretty good. The thing to point out, Lifestealer picked up a Maelstrom. I really like this pickup. He realized how poor his farm was, essentially. So he picks up a farming item that typically scales well in this game, and it's good. It's a good item for him. He's going to go Basher next. Kind of help him recover because he is so far behind.
Yeah. Yeah, he does not feel like he's 25 minutes into this game, but he's getting time to recover. Same way Disruptor is getting time to use his Midas, which, speaking of, is off cooldown.
Look at Phoenix. Phoenix and Disruptor have just been sitting there waiting for creeps to spawn to use their Midas.
He takes the good one. Oh, Rubik is down here, level 15. Notices
Disruptor
the
running
camp.
for the wave. He's like, I want that catapult. Give me that juicy catapult.
Oh,
Yeegaw!
Rubik's gonna find him. Rubik Fade Bolts him, telekinesis him. He's gonna use the Fire Spirits on him. Did he actually miss? He misses the Fire
missed it.
Spirits.
That was interesting. All
Rubik
right.
gets his Midas off. 3 Midases in the bottom lane.
Disruptor Midas to the ranged creep instead of the catapult, and I'm really confused. That's
Oh,
makes me hurt a little bit.
well, now this is the push we want to see from Pittsburgh. Everyone, however, is Animage on the other side of the map? Yes, he is.
He needs to be cutting waves. Okay, he's going back for
Or he
me.
could just go for the T3 if he wants as soon as he sees...
Radiant's
Oh, no.
top tower is under
Centaur
Any
is TPing right into the middle of 5 heroes.
Animage is showing up to this fight as well. Well, here's a Static Storm going off. Centaur is taken out in front of his tower. So is Disruptor and Egg on the back line. Egg is going to get dropped as well as Pittsburgh just rolls right over Rutgers. They're going to catch the Outworld Devourer. Reaper Scythe him.
Did they just throw the game?
My god, Rutgers just got slaughtered, and a basically unhindered Pittsburgh walks up and takes them tier 3.
I mean, they're just going to get an uncontested racks for this.
Yeah, well,
That might have been
Animage
one of the
is-
biggest misplays I've seen all season.
Animage is going to go for tier 3 bottom. Top, rather.
Dire's bottom
Animage is going for it. He does have his Manta style.
has fallen.
Earth Spirit's going to show up.
Spirit's
Now,
gotta be careful.
second lane here from
Okay,
Pittsburgh.
nice dodge.
Anti-Mage gets the T3. Okay, this is very good trade here. If Anti-Mage is able to get a lane, this is a huge deal. Earth Spirit can't do anything by himself. Earth Spirit needs a teammate.
They need to stop these TPs mid. If they want any chance of Animage getting this racks, okay, and they're
Animage,
not going to
okay.
stop them. Centaur has...
Animage.
I don't understand. This is... I guess they don't have OD. I feel like if...
Are under attack.
I don't know. That whole situation that just happened bottom is so confusing to me.
However, the trade for tier 3 is a huge deal. Or,
Yeah, they do get the
Or-
tier 3, which is really good.
it opens up the shrines. Now, what was the big cause of that throw fight? It's
Centaur TP'd into 5 heroes and got silenced immediately. So there was no Stampede, there was no War Stomp. He just dies. I was expecting OD to just Astral him and keep him alive, but that didn't happen. And then the egg got popped right next to a BKB Necrophos and an Earth Spirit, who can just take it down no problem. So the fight just completely crumbles from there, and OD doesn't have BKB, so... You know, what are you going to do? That fight felt so sloppy from Rutgers.
yeah, definitely. So there's a lot of room for improvement then for Rutgers. That maybe the next team fight won't go so completely in
Yeah.
Pittsburgh's favor.
I agree.
Rutgers still has a net worth lead too, even after all that.
Yeah, it's because of the Animage. If we look at him, he's 6,000 ahead of his next teammate. But
Yeah.
Rutgers, I don't think should have lost.
Centaur's
the
found.
fight.
Centaur's TP is interrupted. He is kicked
Ooh.
onto the high ground. He is sinister gazed. He is silenced. He is feared. He is stunned. He is scythed. He is not dead from the scythe though. Drops after. Unfortunate.
I was watching top lane as they caught Tau actually on a TP.
Oh,
They caught him with
Lightstealer
a big.
dropped.
Yeah, he was TPing out. He gets glimpsed into an immediate static storm kinetic field. So They got a nice trade kill at least. You know, they find a life stealer, they use
yeah.
a centaur, not the end of the world.
Definitely favors Rutgers.
This Necrophos is going to be a real problem. He has Blink BKB. He had him in the last fight, I believe. Maybe not the Blink. I know he had BKB, but like it's scary, man. They actually have to kill him with like a Abyssal Blade from Anti-Mage and just try and burn as much mana as they can into a Mana Void.
Anti-Mage, we discussed it earlier, he didn't really fit in with Rutgers' lineup at first glance, but he's kind of running away with the game right now. He's Rutgers' best chance by far.
Yeah, he's their only chance. If this Anti-Mage like gets caught without buyback, or you know, they aren't able to take like a good objective here in the next like 10 minutes, I don't really think they're going to be able to stop the 5-man of Pittsburgh after that. I think Pittsburgh's 5-man is going to be too strong at some point.
Yes, Anti-Mage needs some support if he wants to take out everyone.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Monkey just rolls up onto the high ground there. I don't think it was on purpose. I think he was going for the Phoenix and ended up on the little high ground there and just drops a ward before he leaves. And he cuts the trees in the process, so that ward actually becomes pretty valuable.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Well, we're going to have a team push here, Ricky. Pittsburgh wants to go, and actually an aggressive blink from Necrophos to get him to the tower sooner. Earth Spirit's here. Earth Spirit goes for the roll. He misses the roll. He's buying space for his team, who is hitting the tier 3. Where is Anti-Mage? Anti-Mage is bottom. He's not hitting base buildings yet. The tier 3 looks like it's going to fall. There's space being created by Earth Spirit. Stampede is going to come out after the open wounds and rage from Lifestealer. The egg in the middle of the team. Egg is getting pinged, but not a lot of people are committing for it. It looks like Necrophos is going to be unable to take it out. He gets stunned up, and Earth Spirit actually walks into the Static Storm. Earth Spirit is going to drop on the backline, and Phoenix gets out with the egg. Rubik also died, and Anti-Mage just finished off the Lich. Now Reaper Scythe comes out. The first kill for Pittsburgh is going to be a Centaur, but Anti-Mage is here with the gear, and he crushes the Necrophos. A glimpse back is going to pull Lifestealer back into the entire Rutgers team with no mana. He can't even infest out, and he is taken out as well. Earth Spirit is the only survivor.
I mean, Earth Spirit bought back, I think. Yeah, that was a buyback on Earth Spirit, so that was all 5 of them. This is what I expected the fights to look like. I didn't think that Rutgers should be losing these fights in any way. It was just that last fight was so sloppy.
Yeah,
so.
Well, you saw even that egg, like, you could see the pings coming out on the egg. Necrophos is the only one hitting it.
Yeah.
Earth Spirit overextends with his roll, and I think he didn't even get an auto attack off.
Lifestealer was nowhere close either. And Rubik died really quickly. He actually got run on top of by the Centaur, gets double-edged on the back end, goes down, and he's a lot of their team's damage, surprisingly.
Yeah, no, I agree, and it's a lot of pressure on Lifestealer, because Lifestealer wants to use Rage at any opportunity he can, but he kind of has to use it for the egg, unless Pittsburgh is in a position where the other heroes can take it out. And it's difficult that Phoenix can kind of control the pace of the fight like that. If Lifestealer wants to use Rage at any other time during the fight, then it opens up an opportunity for Phoenix to egg.
Yeah, and they're going to get the second shrine over here. Yep, Anti-Mage took the shrine bot before showing up to the fight in the top lane. And looks like they're just going to all disengage here.
Okay.
This Earth Spirit is very liberal with his stone remnants.
Yep. He's still holding on to 5, looking good. He's got his blink. He's actually going Veil, old school build. He wants to go Shadow Blade on Earth Spirit. That is not one I've ever seen. Infest, so he is the Taxi, smoked up. We're going to see another team fight. Every single ult. No, they don't have Reaper Scythe. Yes, they do now. Infest has been used. Phoenix is going to get gone on. He is leaped. He is teleported on. They have a Anti-Mage here as well. Phoenix is dropped. The Reaper Scythe comes out. It takes the Phoenix life. Anti-Mage blinks away. There's a buyback here from Phoenix. Now BKB on Necrophos is used because he's caught the Static Storm. So is Lich. Lich is not so lucky and he dies. Anti-Mage goes in and dies. However, he has the Aegis. Sanity's Eclipse falls, almost taking out the
Great
Rubik.
egg here.
Down by the egg. Fantastic job now. Lifestealer is caught out. Abyssal Blade during the rage. He is now surrounded by the Rutgers team. View Pit, Lifestealer wants to turn the fight, but he doesn't have any mana, and he's taking out stun. Necrophos is the next target they found. He goes Shroud, but he's just buying time. There's no way he makes it out of this kinetic field. Anti-Mage, Centaur, Phoenix. What are you going to do? He's going to run into a wall and get mana broken.
Mana break for, just for the emphasis there.
Yeah, can we see how much damage that one did specifically?
No, I don't think so. He used them twice. Oh, wait, yeah.
Is under attack.
Well, Anti-Mage just crushing the damage charts, but Necrophos is like all of the damage on
Yeah,
Pittsburgh
seems like
here,
it.
which is really interesting.
Lifestealer just hasn't had an opportunity to really shine. Do you think it's because of his item build? I think. What would you rather see the armlet be? The try and go for the Son Joshua?
I would just say it should have just been a Midas. 100% should have just been a Midas. Money, is he gonna get caught? Nope, man,
Well,
just gonna roll away. But
Centaur
there's
goes
Lich.
in on Lich once again. Lich gets caught out and brought very low. He has to retreat. Now the Racks are being threatened here by Rutgers. A stun onto Anti-Mage, his spell shield. He's silenced up. He's slowed down. Even with Lightstone on top of him, they're not taking a lot of damage. Actually, looks like they are going to take out the Anti-Mage. He gets the Abyssal Blade off on Necro, but he has the BKB out. Now the Chain Frost is here as well, doing a ton of damage to Rutgers. Rutgers was looking so good a second ago, but that overextension has cost them their lives. A stolen Stampede with Aghanim Scepter is going to set the pace for the charge from Pittsburgh down the mid lane towards Rutgers' base after that great defense.
Yeah, they all have buyback, so it's not the end of the world. Let's take a look here. On the Radiant side, however, they do have 2 buybacks down, so the Necrophos and the Earth Spirit. So I don't know if they get a good hold here in the base, they get a couple return kills. They could walk down mid lane and get the throne. Really, I think you just go straight to end it with an anti-mage.
Well, Lifestealer's going to walk right in. They're just gonna, then they decide they want to go top. Nope. Wait. Yep. They want to go top. Okay. These are where the Raxes are exposed. They're starting to hit the Rax. These Raxes have quite a lot of health. Fortification is going to come out. Sinister Gaze on Outworld Devour. He's going to get Reaper Scythe up. He is taken out. He does have buyback though. He's going to have to commit it because he's out for 2 minutes now. So you know that Rutgers is probably waiting for Anti-Mage. No, they're actually just going to buy out the OD first. They're going to wait for Anti-Mage though. Okay.
There's no way holding the buybacks there is worth it.
Well,
that Lich Gaze into an immediate lift Reaper Scythe might have been one of the sickest plays I've seen in a while. It was just so clean. He just forces forward, gets an immediate gaze onto the Outworld Devour, and then your fight's over.
Yep. Great use of Force Staff coming up from Lich. Making a lot with a little here. And are we going to wait for Roshan? Double damage is picked up. What's a Roshan timer looking like with Streamer Hack? Caster Hack? May respond in 3:30,
yeah,
so we have a lot of time.
This is so bizarre to me. Like the OD buys back after the Rax is already gone, and I don't think. I mean, yeah, they probably would have gone tier. They would have gone the Rax mid. This is interesting.
Yeah, they are. Rutgers is on their last leg here. No tier 3s left. Only 1 lane left. Tier 4s are exposed, obviously.
Yeah,
they need to make something happen.
BKB
Is this a smoke attempt coming out from Rutgers? They're getting pinged right now by their own team. They need to push out mid lane before they try something. Anti-Mage is forced into a position where he's playing with his team, which is not ideal for Anti-Mage. I mean, he can, but he'd rather be playing by himself. Both teams very close. Best is inside the Earth Spirit. Earth Spirit is going to blink onto the high ground. And there's a Stampede. We're going to see a Static Storm hit nothing. Earth Spirit has walked his Lifestealer right on top of the Phoenix, who is silenced up. They're going to kill the Phoenix before he can get the egg off. No, he does get the egg off on top of it. Now the focus of Pittsburgh is to kill the egg. They're definitely going to get it. Night Solaire is in the middle of them. Necrophos is put under, and Earth Spirit goes right into the backline. They crush the OD. They Reaper Scythe the Centaur, who does have buyback, and then we're going to see him use it. Anti-Mage is in a sticky situation, but he manages to blink out. A blink follow up from Necrophos is going to put him right on his 6. Disruptor is taken out. Disruptor buys back. Disruptor does not have Static Storm, and it doesn't look like he has a chance of defending these T3 barracks. What are we going to see here? We need a huge stomp from Night Solaire. The melee rack is about to go down, then that would mean the range rack is the only thing stopping Pittsburgh from Mega Creep. Range rack is going to go down. Mega Creeps have been achieved. We're going to see a Blinken on the backline. Centaur is going to show up here. Night Solaire gets a great stomp on Necrophos and on Earth Spirit. Sinister Gaze is going to hold him there. Rage coming out from Lifestealer, but a Glimmer Cape is going to save the Disruptor. Mana Break is, or Mana Void is used. Nothing's going to come of it. Reaper Scythe is not going to be enough to finish off Centaur. A lot of spells being used, but not a lot of lives being taken. On the back foot, Pittsburgh is forced to retreat. However, Glimpse in on Necrophos is going to get him killed, but it might have set up for a kill on Anti-Mage. It looks like the Glimmer Cave is once again going to save one of the Rutgers players, and Anti-Mage will make it out. Maybe they can set up a third kill. Glimpse is up in 7 seconds. No, Rutgers. It looks like Pittsburgh knows, hey, we have Mega Creeps. Why are we bothering being here if we don't have the power to push a tier 4? And they're ancient. Let's just back up. The Creeps will keep the lanes pushed in, give us map control, and we can sit back and relax.
Oh man, this is not where you want to be as Rutgers right now. Like, you do have an anti-mage, right? So you can push lanes very quickly, but you can't really split push anymore because if anti-mage leaves one lane alone for too long, it's just going to end up in his base and he has to go all the way back. So this is going to be a really rough situation.
Yeah. I believe the stat when EG took out China against Mega Creeps was that less than 1% of teams come back from Mega Creeps.
Yeah, I mean, it makes so much sense. It's so hard.
It is nearly impossible, and especially your biggest window is almost always like the second they get you get the other team gets Mega Creeps. Like pushing immediately is your best chance most of the time.
Yeah, you usually hope that you like wipe them, right, and you just push down mid.
Yeah. If you're not able to, if you're allowed the other team to reset and just play a normal game of Dota with Mega Creeps, you're at a massive disadvantage. Any mage's item progression, what's he go next? It looks like he wants to go MKB to deal with the Radiance.
Yeah, that's his best option, unfortunately.
Was Butterfly the... Do you like the Butterfly?
I do. It's good. It gives him a lot of damage. Like, he really just needs to get on top of like Rubik or a Necrophos, Abyssal Manta, and just burn all of their mana immediately so that he can get a good mana void.
Yeah.
And that's what he did in the last fight. Rubik kind of overextended, and Anti-Mage just turned on him, Abyssal, to kill him. So I think the Butterfly is definitely the pickup. He doesn't really need a lot of stat items. He's not at a very high risk for dying unless he gets caught out alone.
Yeah. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, the attack speed does scale into damage for him very well as well because of the mana break. Phoenix went with the hilarious Icarus Dive talent, which is not even a bad talent to choose, but it's definitely hilarious.
Yeah, it's a good one.
The egg duration is awesome, but hitting an egg stun is a huge deal already. It's almost overkill for the other level 20 talent for Phoenix, although I don't think anyone's going to be upset if their Phoenix player takes it.
Yeah, I think most of the time that I've played Phoenix, I've actually gone the Icarus Dive range, but it's usually when I'm ahead and I use it as a catch.
Yeah. Well, Roshan is up. Pittsburgh probably wants to figure this out, take Roshan and go for the final push.
I would expect them to. I don't think they want to stall this any longer, right? They're against an anti-mage, and if they make like one bad fight without buybacks, an anti-mage can end the game, similar to like that Terrorblade late game, right? But the benefit of the thing that they have going for them now is there has to be a creep wave in their base, which is unlikely to ever happen.
Yeah. Well, there's the initiation on Roshan. Rutgers might have an idea, but they have no way of actually getting to Roshan because Mega Creeps are keeping them in their base. Abyssal Blade picked up on Lifesteal. Lifesteal still doesn't feel that scary, even with Mega Creeps on his team.
Yeah, I mean, look at his farm. His net worth is so low. He just doesn't really feel very impactful.
He's sitting with the Rubik, who has no inherent ability to farm. And Roshan is taken out.
And give Lifestealer the Aegis, actually.
Cheese on Necrophos. The cheese and Ghost Shroud, man. That's the dream. Bring me back up to 500 health, or 5,000 health, please.
Yeah, he does have an Aghanims now as well, so that's going to be pretty nice having that on a 40-second cooldown. Just makes defending your base so much more difficult if you're Rutgers.
Now the Shrine is the next objective, playing this very meticulously.
Ooh, Anti-Mage picked up a fresh 10-second BKB. And he gets the minus 50-second Void cooldown for his ult, which I really like. Puts it on a 20-second cooldown.
Love that.
Yeah, it's really valuable.
Bottom shrine has fallen.
That's a great talent, because every time, like, the longer the fight goes on, the more damage it does. It's not like people are going to start gaining mana in fights. Maybe Necrophos will, but...
Yeah, overall, you end up getting more and more value out of it as the fight goes on.
Well, Animage has forced support back as an assault from Pittsburgh is mounted on his tier 4s. Lifestealer goes in first, level 22 to the level 25 Anti-Mage. He is smacking the tower, very slowly taking it down with his Armlet Maelstrom build, not offering much at the moment.
Earth Spirit has a Blink Hex, by the way.
Ooh, great
I
pick.
don't know when that happens, but yeah, he has Blink Hex.
Veil goes out. We're going to see Centaur initiated on. This is probably the best hero for Rutgers' sake. He's the tankiest now. Rage is used. Disruptor is taken out on the back line. No, he's saved. The Stampede is going to save everyone. It looks like the initiation from Pittsburgh was to no avail. They lost their Lich, and they lost their Aegis, and they haven't killed anyone on Rutgers. Rutgers mounting a fantastic defense. Animage is going to go in. He gets jumped on by Earth Spirit, but he's going to walk away. He turns on a Necropost with the BKB up. He takes Necropost down. Now everyone is on the back line because Animage is free to do whatever he wants. The Mana Break is going to interrupt the Earth Spirit roll. Now he's on Rubik, the mid laner, with his BKB lasting seemingly an infinite duration on his first usage. Anti-Mage cleaves through 3 heroes, blinks in to finish off the Lifestealer after all of it, and that's a 4 kill for Anti-Mage without losing a T4 tower. Gem is dropped on the ground as well.
That is absurd. That fight actually looked initially like it was going really bad for Rutgers, but the Agnum Scepter of Centaur Warrunner did so much work that game. They dodged a lot of damage, and then they're able to just kind of re-engage the fight. They get a couple really fast kills thanks to the Anti-Mage. It's pretty much over from there. Like, the Lifestealer just, again, like we talked about, just doesn't feel like he's doing much in these fights, and that was...
And 10 seconds of BKB time against Pittsburgh is huge. Like, Anti-Mage killed 3 heroes before it went down. And yeah, the Centaur is the best target in Rutgers' sake. Like Rutgers wants Pittsburgh to go on Centaur. Centaur is tanky. He's going to eat up a ton of their spells, a ton of their control, and it's going to let Anti-Mage do whatever he wants.
I think you're actually going to back here? I feel like you can't back just because the Earth Spirit buys back.
Yeah, you got to get something more. Like, is your Anti-Mage alone even scared of those 3 heroes?
No, that's what I'm thinking. Like, he has a BKB backup. I think like you have to go back in. You have Centaur ult. Like, I don't know why you would stall this. That to me seemed like a really good time to see if you can force another buyback if there is one, and maybe get a couple really good kills and get a dieback, honestly, on some good targets. So, kind of weird.
Moonshard picked up on Anti-Mage, and yeah, it felt like they had a fantastic team fight win from Rutgers was turned into nothing. It was turned into, we won the fight, let's secure the enemy jungle.
Yeah, I don't know about that. That's interesting.
Well, maybe they can pull it off again. Now, keep in mind, BKB is just going to get weaker and weaker as the game goes on. Down to 9 seconds, still very dangerous, but 10% less than last time.
Man, these Midases have played a lot of value by this point in the game, no joke, but looks like going for an Agnum Scepter on Disruptor, very good item.
That's huge.
And
that
an
is
Agnum Scepter on Phoenix. I mean, both those items are really good.
Yeah. Who did the Hex go on last game, the last fight?
I don't even think he got it off, to be honest. They initiated on Centaur bottom, and he didn't Hex the Centaur. So, I don't know. I really have no idea. Because OD showed up and just might have, I think, turned the fight on Earth Spirit there.
Potentially next fight we're going to have a level 25 we will have a level 25 Necrophos and probably a level 25 Lifestealer.
Yeah, the Necrophos level 25 is pretty insane.
Yes. Now it's got to be the Death Pulse cooldown, right?
I believe so. Yeah, I'd say in most cases you would go the Death Pulse cooldown.
When would you go the Heartstopper Aura? When you're just having insane fights?
If you have a lot of other damage output, I would say probably the Heartstopper Aura. Like, I don't know. Or if you're just never having sustain issues. I feel like Death Pulse is so good.
Because you're healing everyone too.
Yeah.
And the Aeon Disc is the Necrophos item being picked up.
I like it, I like it. An item often forgotten about. Alright, well, this is just Pittsburgh deciding to just farm and catch up to this massive anti-mage because they don't want to risk throwing
Look at the
game.
net worth, Ricky. Holy crap.
Yeah, he's
16k lead, man.
I mean, all of that is literally anti-mage's money. Oh, he actually catches Lifestealer.
Out. Oh, and the return Abyssal Blade. There's a Stampede. He's not going to take any damage. He'll blink away. That's about what I expect from that battle.
Yeah, I mean, they have a 15,000 gold lead, and that is literally the difference between anti-mage and Necrophos. So, and 8,000 of it is not usable, right? So,
oh yeah, Ricky. Well, yeah. So it looks like we're just the correct play for Pittsburgh right now is to just slowly eat away at the net worth difference until they can kind of throw themselves at Rutgers and finish them off.
Yeah, we may be in for a much longer game than we expected.
The success of the Anti-Mage is is it's like insane. Like you can see how good this Anti-Mage did, but it actually just ended up not being a win condition, and all it did is just delay the game as Pittsburgh has to just catch up now, even though they have Rutgers right where they want them.
Yeah, they have. Can you imagine having mega creeps and being like, guys, we have to catch up to the team that have mega creeps again.
Work back the 20k gold lead before we can actually take the Ancient. It's just like a gatekeeper.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. But the thing is like being disciplined here and realizing that we don't want to just keep throwing our bodies at the fountain to try and take the Ancient, because if you do that a couple times and you get caught on diebacks, it's not like Rutgers can't end the game. They definitely can. Yeah. So I'm okay with them making the decision to just farm the map here, catch up, and make sure that they can secure the win. And for a spot in the Winter Invitational Grand Finals, like that's a good move. I can't complain.
Lifestealer is still looking for his level 25 Rage Duration talent. He actually picks up the double damage rune outside of Roshan rather than leaving it.
And yeah, and Roche actually has a possibility to respawn here in 10 seconds. That Rage Duration is going to be so huge for him.
Yeah, massive deal. Really need that.
Necrophos with the Heartstopper aura. It's really, I mean, it's a lot of damage.
Yeah.
He does 3.1% of your health per second. That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Tag that on with a Radiance. Boy, you gotta get away from that spooky guy.
That's crazy. I want to see this in action. Well, I'm watching him use it on creeps. Not very impressive, though.
Not very impressive, yeah, but creeps also have, like, a couple hundred health as opposed to 2,000, or if you're Centaur, almost 4,000.
Yeah, it's going to really mess Centaur up. What's the range on this aura? It's actually pretty small.
Yeah, they reduced the aura range. It used to be 800, I believe, 8 or 900.
Yeah, I remember it being really big.
Yeah, back in the day, you could sit on your high ground and cleave the other person in the mid lane with your aura.
Jeez.
And that's why he was such a good mid laner. You just would out-regen them no matter what, because they would just have to be hit by Heartstopper to get last hits.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty funny.
God. Yeah, I think this makes more sense.
Earth Spirit going Aghanims as well. Now, speaking of the Aghanims, is it completed? Phoenix holding his buyback money, which I like, being very smart. Same with Disruptor. So they're both opting to save for buyback. Definitely required at this point. They do not want to take a fight without it.
Yeah. Yeah, that is a win condition right there. That will end the game. Whereas the Aghanims
got his 25.
And Spell Amp for Stolen
Spell
Spells.
Amp. Pretty good
Steal Fire
spell.
Spirits. I feel like the Telekinesis cooldown might be better for him.
You think so? Minus 15 seconds? Wow, okay, that puts it down really low. Holy crap.
And what, like, what's he amping?
Oh, yeah, that's a Divine Rapier on Anti-Mage.
You got to do that.
What did he get rid of for the Divine Rapier? Oh, his treads. Okay.
And the unfortunate reality is he has to reveal the Divine Rapier hitting creeps.
I don't know if you go Divine Rapier on Anti-Mage. Do you really? Is that the item? I guess it
what
is.
Do you when you're down Mega Creeps? Not a lot of other choices, I feel like.
Yeah. I feel like he will need to put his BKB in his backpack and get another item to split push with or something.
Well, he's going for that Mjolnir.
Yeah, I was like, I think he's going to sell Mjolnir for Battle Fury. That would make way more sense. It's a much higher damage output item, and Battle Fury kind of falls off at this point in the game, but he needs to be able to clear waves, so Mjolnir is going to be that option, kind of other option.
Yeah.
Gosh, what are words?
You got it. Well, he's actually,
bots as well.
All that, he wants bots too.
I was going to say, he should have a pair of bots in his backpack. That would be the first item he should pick up, but I dig. Oh, Roche is up.
Let's go.
And we're here. AC actually completed on the Lifestealer.
Refresher Shard. Who gets the Refresher Shard? Necrophos or Lich?
Probably Necrophos, right? Yeah, okay, they're gonna give him to Necro. I don't know why he put his Ags in his backpack. That's weird. I'm pretty sure you just put your Boots of Travel in your backpack. You don't need it. He
I
has
kind of like the
tag.
refresher on Lifestealer. Like, just get rid of the Armlet or the Maelstrom. Double Rage with its 8-second cooldown, 16 seconds of Rage, 2 Abyssal Blades, and 2 Open Wounds. You're not going to kill that.
That's true. The double Reaper Scythe, though, could be immediately game-winning. The thing is like, if you look at buyback, all 10 heroes in this game have buyback. They're not risking it at all. So these Reaper Scythes, yes, they're going to kill a target, but they're just going to buy back, and then suddenly you're just fighting a 5v5 again.
Well, let's see what Pittsburgh can do. They're in a fantastic position now to end the game, unlike when they got Mega Creeps originally, and they still couldn't finish it off. Fantastic job by the Anti-Mage.
Worth so much money.
Still a lead by Rutgers.
Those bounty runes are worth... Did I do the math right? Oh my gosh. Yeah, 750 per rune for the team.
Jeez.
So... pretty significant amount of gold.
Yeah. Alright. And all the lanes are pushed in now from Pittsburgh. They are a little bit separated. Anti-Mage has a Divine Rapier. This is the final attempt from Rutgers to keep in the game, win the series, and bring it back into Game 3. However, if Pittsburgh takes it now, they'll be going to the finals of the Junior Varsity Winter Invitational 2019 Collegiate Star League.
Places a super deep ward. He places a ward just right outside the base with that dive. Pretty cheeky play. Oh, they dropped the sentry. There it goes. Okay. I was like, are they gonna like guess he dropped a ward there? Who knows?
Okay, Air Spirit rolling. Creeps are in the base. Pittsburgh is in the base. Lifestealer's going for the T4, and he's giving us some smacks.
All the
right,
spells
we have
are
some
up,
progression.
dude.
Fortification is used on the creeps. We're going to see an Astral Prism into a Static Storm. Necrophos is going to walk out of the kinetic field. The use of the BKB. There's nothing that Rutgers can do to Necrophos. Outworld Devourer is getting saved by Stampede. Actually, the Aghanim's Egg is going to save him. A first Reaper Scythe comes out. It does not finish anyone. We were looking like an egg is going to set Rutgers up to be in a great position to defend this base, but the cheese is used on Necrophos, and he continues to fight. Now we have Centaur taken out. Centaur buys back. OD is taken out. OD buys back. Anti-Mage is the next target they're going to go for. He blinks away. He has literally 16 HP. There's a Death Pulse chasing him down. He blinks to the fountain. Now, Stomp on Necrophos, but no follow-up. The Stomp is stolen by Rubik, and initiation from Lifestealer, and
OD dies back?
OD dying with no buyback, and a godlike spree. Actually, Anti-Mage is going to crush Necrophos on the backline. Phoenix kills Earth Spirit, and Lich kills Phoenix, and then Rubik kills Disruptor, and then a War Stomp hits on 3, and then they're desperately, Rutgers is desperately trying to stay alive. Their fortification has been used, their Ancient is being sieged by creeps and heroes alike. The Ancient is getting dropped low, the fights are going on, but Lifestealer has his eye on the prize. They're going to finish the Ancient, and that is it. Pittsburgh takes the series 2-0 after an extremely valiant defense by Rutgers and their Anti-Mage.
Just like halfway through that fight, Pittsburgh realizes, like, guys, we can just hit the throne and the game's over. That was so interesting.
I love that. That was a wild battle. Yeah, it went from a fight to an objective-based gaming.
Yeah, they're sitting there like, guys, what are we doing? The objective is just kill the Ancient. We have a raging Lifestealer. We can just hit the throne, right? Like,
yeah. And they ended up taking it after fortification goes down. Fantastic play by both teams. However, Pittsburgh executed in a superior fashion both games, and they will be going to the grand finals of the Junior Varsity Winter Invitational, where they can strut their stuff once again. And we will be casting that when on next Monday. I believe.
Monday, yeah, should be a good one.
Okay.
And then
any final thoughts on this match?
This was interesting. I want to say Rutgers, I feel like, kind of put themselves in a bad situation. I feel like there was a couple spots where they could have, like that push mid, where they may have been able to kind of force the second buyback, but they might have been able to actually just end the game if they pushed that high ground. They had everything they needed up. I feel like they just were playing not to lose. We've heard the term before, right? Playing to win. And
yeah.
It didn't feel like Rutgers was playing to win. No.
They had a very impressive goal, though.
Yeah, I mean, they were really good. It was a really good fun. It was a fun game to watch. It was, how often do you see a 57-minute anti-mage with a rapier? And
right.
it was good. It was a fun game for sure.
Mm-hmm. Well, we'll be back again on Wednesday with more fun games, but I think there's a little more you want to share with our viewers tonight, isn't there, Ricky?
Is that? I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. I think that was it, right?
Yeah, and you can just trade me the Arcana after the stream. Or...
Is that what's going on? Yeah, so everyone who is still here watching, if you didn't know, we do have a giveaway that we're doing tonight for a Crystal Maiden Frost Avalanche Arcana. So if you haven't entered for the giveaway, you'll have to type !raffle in chat, and then make sure you're a follower of the stream. If you're not a follower, you do not have the opportunity to win. So, don't make that mistake. You'd feel pretty dumb.
You are dumb if you're not a follower.
The other thing that's really cool, I'm going to give you all a few moments to type that if you haven't yet, but CSL just released a really cool documentary on San Jose State University. So I'm going to let you all take a look at that because honestly, it is really cool and you should all give it a look.
Club sports and esports on campus has partnered.
All of our players are considered athletes in the eyes of the university.
Sergio's dream from San Jose State University.
After we had lost, our manager at the time wanted to take a cut of our prize winnings.
If you don't want to pay, then I'm not going to be here anymore. Do they know who we are? Do they know what esports is?
It can become a flagship of club sports in general.
Maybe this is the start of, the standard of gaming culture at San Jose State in the future.
All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed that little tidbit trailer that we put together.
I know I did.
Yeah, it's honestly a really cool documentary. So if you haven't checked it out, please go do. You can find the links on our social media pages as well on the news page of our website. So without any further ado, we're just going to go ahead and roll it for this set. We've given you guys plenty of time to try and enter for this super dope Crystal Maiden Arcana. So can I get a drum roll, please? Carlo, no freaking way!
Yes, rigged, baby, it's rigged.
Oh my god, unbelievable.
Oh my god, I have you guys right where I want.
All right, the man himself. I mean, I
Just
can't.
Another day at the office.
So really quickly, the winner. Can you just go ahead and type something in chat here so that we know someone that you actually want this set? I don't know if you do. I just gotta get some verification.
Uh-oh. I can't type in chat. I've been banned for hacking the raffle.
Oh. Nice, easy. Okay, well, for those of you who don't know, Carlo actually won the very first raffle ever for the Pudge Arcana last year.
Winning these raffles,
but he was such a nice guy. He gave it away and let another person in the community have it. So I think this time, it's pretty nice. You earned it, buddy. It's yours. Congratulations.
We'll see where this Arcana ends up, but I'm not going to decide that tonight.
Very, very, very nice of you. But I think that's it as far as our content goes for tonight. We do have a really cool stream happening on Wednesday, like we said, the second semifinal game for the Winter Invitational for Junior Varsity.
I was excited for it prior to this, but after watching this game tonight, I'm even more excited to see what's going on in the semifinals.
These are all good teams.
I'm so impressed with the disciplined play from both Rutgers and from Pittsburgh tonight, and the thought-out drafts, the great, the unique and synergistic draft, especially from Pittsburgh in Game 1, I loved, and I'm hoping to see something equally as cool in our match that we're going to cast on Wednesday.
Yeah, shout out, honestly, to Pittsburgh. They had probably one of the most ingenious drafts we've seen so far in CSL across any division.
And I'm happy.
Yeah, and there you go. See, that's the secret to Carlo's heart. Pick Elder Titan for us, or Beastmaster, one or the other, if he makes it through. But I think that's all we got for today. We hope you all enjoyed the draft, enjoyed the cast. But Carlo, before people head off, tell them, where can they find that beautiful
Twitter,
face of yours?
CarlolT0N. Twitch, CarlT0N. Carlton. Check me out. Ricky, he's that way. Where can they find you?
You got me. You can catch me on any social media platform at rcryptic, RKRYPTIC. That includes Twitter, Instagram, and here on Twitch, where I live. We try to cast pretty much every CSL game possible. So if you don't see us on the main channel, catch us on our own channel casting some more CSL games when we in our free time. But I think that's it. Final thoughts, final words.
I am just happy to be here with you casting collegiate Dota. I don't care if it's varsity, junior varsity, senior varsity, varsity, varsity. I am happy with what the super duper senior varsity, even with cherry on top. I love the new CSL format, and I love the community, and I love casting Dota with you. And I already have had a good night, and I'd like to wish everyone here a good night.
All right, you guys heard it here. That'll be it for the broadcast, and enjoy. Talk to you soon.
See you all next time.